And we are live. What's up, everyone?
Oh, is he deafened too?
I am
Good
deafened.
evening.
Yes, I am.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said it
We are
all.
live, I
Put
take
it
it.
live a second too early. Yeah. But we are live.
Up, everybody.
I'm pretty
Hello.
sure the stream could hear me say we are
Hello.
live, so
Hi.
it came out
Just
as
we
soon as we
couldn't.
went live. Yeah, just you guys. Keep
The
me in the
important
dark.
people cannot.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Welcome to the stream, yeah?
welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Hope
Who's
you're
ready
having
for
a
the
fine
chaos?
Wednesday evening. Oh yeah, big
Ooh.
episode.
Finally made it to the tree.
Yeah.
Yes,
Flying tree.
I guess I just want to state that the post will be up in just a couple minutes. My apologies for that on the lateness.
Yes, and the character post for Eggval is what he's talking about, which is exciting. We aren't gonna have the YouTube playlist up because I got it like 30 minutes ago and haven't actually put it together yet. But that's all right. I'll probably be making it as we're streaming if I'm not in a scene or two in a row. But yeah, check that out. We also have one new follower, JC4199. Thank you for your follow.
Welcome.
We
Hey,
appreciate
thanks.
you.
Oh,
Hope you
welcome.
enjoy the stream.
All right. And oh, just one other small announcement I wanted to do. I know the schedule, the release for videos has been kind of like on and off on our YouTube channel, which if you haven't checked it out, link down below. All the videos go up there. Sometimes the VODs will disappear from Twitch, so those should stay forever. They will release at 12 a.m. the day of our next stream. So that means that campaign episodes will come out on Saturdays at 12 a.m. before we do Nights Off, and Nights Off episodes will come out Wednesdays at 12 a.m. And we're going to try and stick to that. So those times are EST, so you can always watch it before the stream. It'll come out day of. Keep you caught up. But with that, I believe I'm done with my announcements. As long as Evan is prepared.
Meet
I'm
your
good.
dungeon master.
One other announcement. Kate is not going to be with us today, so
Oh.
we're going to be missing our little Adlith. Unfortunately,
Yes.
tonight she's got some stuff going on. But other than that, we should be good to go. So we can jump right in. We're all ready.
Oh yeah.
Ready.
Do it, bring it.
Okay.
Go.
So we continue our adventure as you continue to follow the satyr, Fennec, to the Looming Grove, where you have been trekking through this massive wood called the Chanda Wood for some time now. Come across a group of centaur and satyr mix called the Green Braids. And this satyr, Fennec, was tasked to lead you to this grove. You've been following him for a few days along a small stream. And eventually you continued on through the forest and began to see sporadic large mounds of dirt spread apart throughout the forest. When I say large mounds of dirt, they were probably 5 to 6 feet high, just in height. So everyone kind of stopped at the sight of this first one, just at the bottom of this very, very large hill. So before cresting the hill, you guys decided to investigate one of these large holes. Getting closer, you recognize that the hole itself was filled in with dirt. It is about 10 feet across in width and diameter. So those of you that decided to go and investigate the holes, some of you a little bit riskier than others, after Cassis had jumped in, quickly got himself out of the hole before it caved in beneath him, where it just kind of led to a crudely made tunnel that led deeper into the ground. Adlith, kind of separating from the party a little bit, doing her own investigation, recognized there were more and more, at least 5 of these large holes spread at the bottom of the hill here. She also noticed a smell of smoke, an odd smell of smoke, not like it was a structure fire or a forest fire, but it's sort of like this irony, just an odd smell of the remnants of a fire, almost like something organic had caught on fire rather than like a structure. Also doing a little bit more investigation, she noticed that something had indeed crawled out of these holes just by recognizing scratch marks around the edge. Deciding that it was time to move on, you all clambered up this very, very large and steep hill. And coming to the top, you saw a very grim sight. It looked like the Enjoy clan of these ghostwise halflings that you were to meet to gain entry into the grove had been slain by somebody you were not quite sure of. Some of them so brutally slain and almost looked tortured in a way. Some even hanging on stakes and different things, many charred to the bone with blackened ash surrounding them. A large, beautiful tree standing sort of about 10 to 20 feet off in the distance was charred, what looked like from in the inside. It was still smoldering. Um, it was a gruesome sight. Also surrounding this massacre were more of these large dirt mounds and holes. And as you began to investigate, you felt a rumble from beneath you. As one by one, these massive centipede-like creatures burst from the ground, these carrion crawlers with their large tentacle-like tentacles that they have coming out of their large mouths next to their mandibles, that whenever you got hit with them, a poison got seeped right into your veins and left some of you paralyzed for some time. The battle was long and grueling and almost put your guide out of commission for good, as Fennec was paralyzed and poisoned out of a tree as he fell, wounded heavily. Eventually, the fight was over. You guys knowing that these type of creatures are usually scavengers after fresh kills or death is in the area. These things emerge, kind of feast on the remains of fresh kills. Finally getting Fennec to his feet and taking a moment to yourselves to rest up, you hurriedly headed towards the grove, at least where Fennec thought he was taking you to the grove. Definitely in a state of panic, Fennec was at this, or maybe even worry. Definitely just worried about the grove itself. Whoever had murdered these ghostwise halflings pretty much murdered their way into the grove, if that makes sense. Without really asking permission, they pretty much took it upon themselves to gain entry. So quickly you followed Fennec along this stream. And as you got farther and farther into the Chondlewood, these beautiful dark purple leaves began to fall in front of your faces. And as you moved on, you looked around you and you noticed that you were surrounded by these leaves. Almost as if it coated the forest floor in a blanket of purple. And eventually you merged out of a tree line to a sight. A massive black tree that stood about 20 to 30 feet in height with these bare branches. The tree itself surrounded by a pool of water, which a stream now led itself into. These boulders kind of surrounding it, making it look like the edge of the pool. Sitting slumped about 30 or so feet away from you now, you see a figure, and it is getting a little bit dim. The yellow of the light, the yellow-orange kind of sunset is streaming down through the trees. You can't really quite make out the figure that is slumped up against the tree. It looks humanoid, as what you could figure out. There are also 4 bodies that line the pool itself, kind of spewed in all different directions. But that's where we find ourselves now. As you see Fennec kind of stop, he looks up at the tree and he says, "Mother, help us."
So you said we see one figure kind of leaning on the tree, right?
Yeah, kind of slumped, like if you would sit your back up against the tree, you see it kind of like... And it's larger, it would probably resemble more Eggval than any of you.
Uh-huh.
In
You said
height
it-
and stature.
Is its like head kind of tilted?
Just like that.
Oh boy.
With my dark vision, can I? It says it's only about 30 or 40 feet away. My range is 60 feet. Can I make out any sort of distinguishing features? Tell if they're even
Give me a
breathing or not?
perception check.
Perception. Okay, first dice roll. That
Uh-oh. He's
Yeah,
diving.
Dog. My dog.
Oh.
Okay, try this again.
Ah.
The tension already.
That looks so scary.
Hey, the vibes become unique though. If
Perception at 17.
17. So you kind of peer into the dim light underneath this tree, and all of you, as you kind of are standing there, the leaves still fall from the tree. You can see them, like, the tree is losing. I don't want to say it's losing life, but it looks like it's shedding its leaves as you all are standing there. Right? They are still kind of falling, and as you look. It looks like this figure with a 17. Without getting any closer, you can notice that it looks like it has a shield in one hand, and it rests this big round shield that kind of rests in the water. And it just sits with his legs out in front of it. It's hard to tell exactly what this is without getting any closer.
Can we all make out the figures? Is a good question. Just like even without dark vision, without any sort of special.
You can tell
sight,
that there are
can-
4 bodies laying in front of the pool, about 30 to 35 feet from you.
Do they look like they're breathing at all?
Perception
Signs
check.
of life.
I guess I just want to. I don't have dark vision. Fancy smancy over here. But
17.
can we like tell the size of the bodies?
They look
They seem-
humanoid, like human size, smaller than
Okay.
you. On the 17, it's too hard to tell to see if they're breathing.
Mm.
There's no signs of movement. They're not like crawling or anything like that. They're just still.
Calder is gonna draw his sword and just slowly start approaching. As I'm walking forward, I'm gonna kind of like scan around and see if I see any movement at all.
Okay, perception check.
I'm sorry, I'd like to ask. So, how close are we to the pool, and how close is the pool to the figure?
So the figure's probably about 15 feet from the edge of the pool to the base of the tree. You guys are probably between 15 and 30 feet.
Okay, I probably I would follow close behind to Calder, and if I'm able to get to the pool, I'd like to like cup some water in my hands and just taste it, and just see what I taste.
Perception was a 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop Divine Sense as well.
Okay.
So Celestial Fiend Undead.
Okay.
Really Faye? Or no? Something else?
No, no Fae.
Good, can't sense
Extra
me.
evil.
He was a Minotaur all along.
As they kind of
So-
like start to.
Hold on, just hold
Okay,
on.
go ahead.
1 second.
Sorry.
So Calder begins to approach, and he pulls out his sword. You don't see any movement. You kind of scanning the horizon, the bodies in front of you, the 4 bodies. You do not get any sense of fiend or undead at the moment. They're still. As you approach a little bit closer, Egg probably 5 or 10 feet behind you. You notice that they're human. Just by the complexion of their skin, at least what you can see. You would have to do a little bit closer investigation to see if they're any like an elf or anything like that. But they definitely represent humanoids, in one way or another. Are you approaching the pool itself, or are you stopping?
Yeah, I'll get closer. I'll kind of turn to the others and say, "Keep your eyes open. Maybe take a look at these bodies. I'll watch out."
And that's divine sense is within 60 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, all we need is the water. We can get out of here.
Just a point of order. I'm sorry. Celestial Fiend Undead, or anything affected by the Hollow spell. In case that were to apply.
While you're approaching, Isaiah and Ook are going to take wing positions about 15 feet back and 20 feet apart, coming from the sides, and we're going to look at, or at least Isaiah is going to look to see if it looks like, to see if he can tell what happened, if it looks like the forest did something to these things, or if it looks like they approached uncontested.
Okay. So point of order here. Calder, you do not sense any fiend anything. as you pop a divine sense.
Okay.
Eggval, as you approach, you're going to pass Calder just a little bit, and you kneel down. And what you do notice is that from these bodies, which kind of, one of them in particular, kind of lays in the water itself, just outside of the pool. The others are kind of strewn across the rocks, and kind of in a circle around it. As you get closer, you do you might not recognize this, but you do see a clear visual of what is leaning up against the tree. It looks like a small tree itself, except it has limbs, it has a head. Where there would be eyes, it's just hollow black. You don't see any mouth or anything like that, but it looks like branches kind of make this look a little odd-looking beard thing. And also the branches kind of form into this what looks like what would be a head of hair as it kind of leans there. The arm itself has been kind of turned into a shield. You see that the hand is no longer a hand; it's actually just a big shield made out of wood. Its legs made of tree branches. There are no feet or anything like that. But you see it kind of them planted in the ground there. The other side of it is completely charred and black. And now that you got this close, you can smell. You can call her both the smell of like a wet fire. So other than that, you kind of see that, and then as you look around the pool itself is kind of murky, with like blood. Like the blood kind of still sits at the top of the pool. The pool itself is not too deep. It's probably about 1 to 2 feet deep. You can see the bottom clearly. But you can see as the current is kind of flowing, especially across the one body that sits up a little farther, it's pushing the blood into the pool. So the pool is no longer this beautiful blue. It's kind of like this mixture of this the blue and red kind of mixing together. It
Does the
swirls.
does the
Good.
pool have an outlet?
It's actually not. So it's just an inlet. You see
Okay.
the stream kind of flowing down from your left down this slight decline into the rocks, and then it forms in a pool at the base of the tree.
Okay. I was
So I guess
trying to
I guess
get at
then
like maybe judging recency.
so then I just
for-
want to I guess then I want to specify that I wasn't sure about how bright it was, but if I can see that there's blood, then I will not like put my hands in and taste the water. I just wanted
Yep.
to know if there was blood, just to understand the situation.
Are you sure you're not a vampire though,
Ah,
or cannibal?
Not yet.
I'd probably go for the bodies, but anyways.
All right, and Isaiah, you said you were doing what?
We're sort of fanning out behind the two of them to give like wing positions, but I'm looking out to see. I don't want to get too close to the bodies to see exactly what happened to them, but I want to see if it looks like they got up to the pool before whatever happened, or if they were like fighting their way up there or something.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's
Does
a
Cassius
15.
or Ren have the vial?
I have the vial.
What'd you say?
15.
It's sort of hard to tell, but you do see signs of like movement and scuffle all around you in the grass, kind of leading up to the pool. But where these people fell is where they were slain. It's hard to tell by what or by whom without getting any closer to the bodies, but yeah.
I will, I guess after having to see what I see, having to be a little bit closer, I'm gonna say, quietly? I don't know, but I'll quietly say, don't think they're alive. And just cautiously stand back up and look toward Calder.
Solid assessment. Someone want to get a look at these bodies?
Ren, if you wanna, I can take the vial. If you wanna, kind of, you're pretty good at shooting from a distance, like me, but you're also pretty good if no one sees you. So, can you do that? Can you do that mind thing that you did before?
Yeah, I think I can. I think I can do that a couple more times. But what is against the tree?
I'm gonna go check that out.
Looks like some kind of tree
Some
man.
Do you want?
some
Like a tree
tree, some tree person made of
Hmm.
wood.
Okay.
Looks
If-
like tree, but person. Trunk, legs, branch, shield, arm, branch.
Before we get too
Right.
close,
Care.
do we want to send somebody I can put back together?
I'll go get the water. I'll go check it out. So
I mean, Egg, looking to your left and right, and Calder, the bodies are only 5 feet away from you. I mean, as you approach the pool, they're relatively close. It's not like you
Yeah.
stepped
Yeah.
away. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. What is it? I guess I was gonna end up saying that the body, I guess, closest to me, I did want to just take a quick look over just to see if I could assess what the fuck happened to it.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
not real great at picking out little details. I thought maybe someone else had a better eye for that kind of thing while I
mean,
keep
I
walking.
could come give a hand. That's not a problem. Who stand over there and keep an eye out. I'll go help Eggfold look through the bodies.
Ren will give the vial to Castus, and then I'm going to make a psychic connection to him, and I'm gonna make a psychic connection to the tree person, but I'm not gonna say anything to that yet. I'm just making it just in case. And so that will last for 4 hours.
all right.
Kind
Boom.
I think at you. Like, all right. Wish me luck. And I walk to join the others.
Yeah, seeing her hand off the vial, I'll kind of nod at Castus. Maybe try to get a dip low. Try to get below the blood.
Or go to the inlet.
Yeah, but
Should be clean
yeah,
down
but,
there.
and I guess as Castus kind of like comes up to the water, it was careful of water. Maybe Tree Man will wake up.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure the water is clear, so I might need to see a little better. So if it's okay, everyone kind of be on guard. Okay.
okay, so point of
I
order here. You guys are going to start checking out the bodies. So just by moving them around, are you guys just by kind of getting closer and investigating? I shouldn't even say moving them around. You do notice that these are all men, of all sorts of different like. Some there's one that's fairly young, probably in his early or later teens, early 20s. Clean shaven, tuffled brown hair. He lays there with his hood down. They all kind of wear this similar black cloak that kind of flows down probably past their calves. It's a pretty long cloak. Traveling boots. You see daggers and short swords on their hips. One carries a bow with a quiver full of arrows on his back. Very standard getup for these what would be adventurers. Two of them have hoods up, so you can't really get facial features. But if you're looking for anything else, I would need investigation checks or medicine check, depending on what you're looking for.
I would do a medicine check. I just want to kind of find out like how they died. More of.
I'm gonna do investigation to see if I can find distinguishing features, either holes or insignia.
I'm gonna try and stick close to Castus if he's going for the water, just in case
Yeah.
I'm
anything
kinda-
wants to jump out.
I'm gonna wait for confirmation because I'm about to pop a light spell and want to make sure everyone's ready for it.
Yeah, Calder's grip tightens on his greatsword and just gives you a nod. Go for it.
I put my pistol. I get my pistol out. I have it in my opposite hand, so I'm right-handed, and I cast light on it so that it now glows brightly, and try to gauge where the clearest portion of water is before I dip the vial into it.
Okay. What were your checks?
For medicine, I rolled a 20,
A what?
Nice.
a 21 total, 18
Okay.
plus 3.
Nice.
Nice.
I got a 9. So
So Egg, starting with you, the one that you were kind of investigating, you see kind of half of his face is kind of caved in. You see broken bones of all sorts. Easily noticeable that these men were bludgeoned to death. by something quite large. They took quite the blow. Investigating Isaiah, a lot of them are just like soaked and waterlogged. It would take a lot more time than quickly and just kind of rummaging through their gear if you really wanted to search. So, Cassis, you light up the light spell. You said you were putting it where?
It's on my pistol, so
Okay.
I'm holding it, so I'm kind of just guiding it over the water, trying to find a clearish spot so I can actually get as clean of water as I can.
Check
Yeah,
near
you
the
see
inlet. Probably not too mixed there, if it's still flowing in.
Listener Roderick, and head that direction.
It may not have whatever property they're looking for, though, right? Needed it from the pool.
Right.
Maybe
Um,
I'll send Ook with you just to make sure you've got some backup, and I'll just keep an eye on you. But you might want to go to the far end past all these bodies.
Give it with all the blood around the kind of towards the edges of the water. How, with what I can see with the light spell, how clear is it towards the center?
It's hard to tell even with the light spell. But you can tell that the whole pool itself is, has been muddled with blood. It's not dark. It's not like something was just ripped apart and then just laid in there. You can see like the blood itself kind of swirling and mixing with the pool itself as the water flows in, right? But towards the center, it's probably a little bit less, as the water, like it would pools. So if you wanted to, you could go in and.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
I send a message over to Ren, like, keep an eye on me as I
Gosh.
tread into the pool, try to get closer to the center, try to get the clearest water.
You just hear a mental sigh in your
follow.
head, and Ren is keeping Ren is keeping an eye on like the overall situation
Ren's
towards
so
the back
done
with
with your
Atlas.
shit.
Like the little brother I just can't protect. He's just gonna do what he's gonna do.
Jumping in holes,
Ooh, little.
signing contracts.
Okay. So you all see Cassis wave his hand gently over his pistol, and it kind of gives off this light. As he holds it up in front of him, you see him step within the pool. It does go up, like I said, it's 1 to 2 feet, so it goes up to your calves. So your little nice elven boots are now soaked. But as you kind of trudge through this bloody water, what are you gonna say, Richard?
I said I'm gonna be like 10 feet behind him, not even.
I mean, all of you are 10 feet behind him. From where you guys stand at the edge of the pool now, it's about 10 to 15 feet to the center of the tree. The pool itself isn't this massive pool or anything. It's not very large. So, Cassis, you step into the pool, begin to trudge your way through the water. And you're at the center of the pool.
I take the bottle, and if it's as clear as it can be, I want to dunk it in there and fill it up.
Okay. So as you put the water in, you pull it up. It's full of water.
All right, corking it and slowly but surely making my way back to shore.
Okay. As you go to turn, all of you hear just the faintest little laughs.
Is it multiple? Like
It's
sounds
give me
like
a perception
multiple
check.
sources or one? I mean, I guess so. I mean, perception is 10, but like, does it sound like is it a single voice?
It's hard to tell because there are multiple cackles.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Shifting the vial into my pack and moving the pistol into my dominant hand and moving toward the shore.
Can I see any source of this anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
I will. I'll make a quick. I guess I'll make I guess I'll do like a pointing gesture toward Castus, and though we won't understand it, say it in a language that he wouldn't understand. In case you happen to need it, you never know. And you feel what is it? And though you can't see it, and though you don't understand what I said, you feel a warmth in one of your pockets that is not. Well, I guess you feel a warmth in one of your pockets.
All right, yay! I know that feeling because I had it before. So I was like, okay.
Calder will
That was
look
an 18.
around. Oh,
An 18.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell exactly where these are coming from. But you're looking and you swear you see movement. The very, very tippy top of the tree.
All right, Castus is going to hear in his head, it's at the top of the tree. Get out of there.
I'm kind of turn around, back up, so try to get on land, look up, see if I can see anything from my position.
Perception check.
Come on, don't fuck me. Ooh, that fucked me. That's a 10.
10. You do not see what she's talking about.
Calder will look
Well,
around. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm just gonna hurry over to Redrick and Ook.
Okay.
At this
I got my
point,
hand
all
out.
of you hear the sound of a voice.
Oh no.
The final piece of the puzzle is complete, my friends. We have done it. All of you kind of hear this voice from above you. You all look up, you see two bright blue eyes. Two more.
Oh.
And two more. You see 6 blue eyes. Then you hear the black gate will be opened. Our mission is almost complete. Another voice. What about my men? This was not part of the deal. It seems like it comes from the opposite side of the tree. Silence. Then you hear now. We have little time. He will once again come and rule these lands. And we are the spark to set the fire.
Well, I'm going to snuff you out and cast light on the greatsword. Come down from the shadows.
And as you heard the last part, he says, "Come with me, Sloane." As you light your greatsword up, next to all of you, the bodies begin to
Oh no!
they begin to contort and shake violently, sending splashes throughout the water. Egval, you look down and you see one of the arms of these the bodies grow in a length that shouldn't be physically possible. You see its head begin to get elongated, and you see these boils and blisters form on these creatures' skin as their skin turns not from a pink but to a brown. This arm elongates. You see its like snap in multiple places, and where the hand used to be, you see a mouth as these things begin to clamber out of the water.
Oh.
I need all of you
Dear
Not
Lord.
good.
to
Not
roll
good.
initiative, and I'm going to bring it over
Good.
to the map.
The wet one. Oh, gross.
Ugh.
Oh dear. All right. Did
Sloane.
the
Who's
did the
that?
tree against the tree ever talk? Was that one of the voices or no?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Do you all see the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure it's working on my end.
Roll well.
I rolled decent.
I am. Isaac, do you want Isaac? Isaiah, do you want to put Ook by him? There you go.
And I was over with Egwell checking bodies.
Gross,
Oh,
gross,
I mean,
gross.
I Oh.
Ew.
Yes. Yes.
At least they don't have to buy mannequins if they want to be ventriloquists.
Those are nasty. bro.
Ew.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I love
This is
these.
awful.
I don't know anything about them, but I love these. The art is awesome.
Oh dear.
Ah, I love weird.
Fuck, how many arrows do I have? I have 11 arrows left.
Well, that's not great.
Wait. What are those in the trees? Ooh.
There are arrows
Yeah, I
on the
know.
guy
Intrigue.
on the
The
ground.
eyeballs,
I'm
man.
not gonna get those from him.
It's okay. I can't run out of weapons, but I'm trying to not use the daggers
Okay,
yet.
25 to 20. I need to roll for
I should
Adlib.
probably
One
roll
moment.
that, huh? There we go.
Like we've got Cthulhu at the ground level and Diablo up in the tree, so it's going to be an interesting fight.
Taking on one elder god. Either way.
That's just nasty.
What?
We'll be fine.
Okay, 25 to 20. Sorry.
20.
20.
Yeah.
That's this.
Oh, I'm first? God damn it.
Hell yeah.
All right, 20 to 15.
16. Oh.
Slowly, one at a time.
So,
Everybody.
Ren first.
Ren.
18.
Then Calder,
16.
Isaiah.
15.
Nice.
15 to 10.
11.
10 to 5. We got
Oh,
everybody.
buddy.
Adlith. Wait, what's Redrick? Redrick,
Oh,
what'd you roll,
7.
man?
My bad.
Okay.
I was waiting for like a
Sit this
2 or
one
a
out.
3.
Yeah.
By the way, my theory was Sloan.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
I don't believe
I
you.
guess-
Just saying.
I don't know to what degree, but he's there, right?
Someone
guess
someone
it
hit the
makes sense.
necromancer theory on the head
Fair.
though. I think it was
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it was David
I-
during
David,
last
yeah.
night's off.
It-
Yeah.
This is not a necromancer. This is something else.
Adlith's going
Body
last
to
at
life.
5.
Oh dear.
Damn.
Atlas is last?
Yeah, I rolled
Wow.
poorly. I rolled a 2.
That kinda-
It's the
That
only
kinda
time she's
helps
ever
you,
rolled
though.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have advantage on initiative?
No.
she
Does she?
does.
She's
I
not
think so.
revised ranger, so she
No.
shouldn't.
I was say
Percent.
advantage with a +9.
Yikes.
That's when she's trying to hear something. Oh.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, and I guess just a reminder, Castus, don't forget you have inspiration. It's a D6.
Yes, I have it marked. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So as these things begin to clamber out of the pool, it is their turn first.
Oh, no.
Fox.
I threw the. I don't know if you want that on there or not. I threw on the yellow thing since I have the light on the sword.
Oh, I also have light on.
It's not concentration.
Correct. No, it's just I guess just so we
yeah,
remember
gotcha.
'cause
Yeah,
it's like
It's a thing that happens. Yeah.
radius, bright light, and then 20 more feet of dim
Ah,
light.
yes, yeah. Yep.
I don't know if that affects.
Some
you.
of us have dark vision, so.
Fine, be all fancy about it.
You don't have to
Oh.
brag.
Sorry about that, boys and girls. That was loud. I lost it too. Okay. So these things begin to clamber out of the pool. You see, standing next to you, they're all pretty close to all of you.
Yep.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Using its speed, it can get to Egg Ball.
Woo.
Oh.
So we're gonna start from the right here.
Oh, buddy.
Castus.
No, you don't have to.
This thing is just gonna. It's gonna try to reach out, grab onto you, and bite you.
If it goes for Castus, Ook is going to try and shoulder it out of the way. Shoulder body check it so it goes off to the side. Yep.
Nice.
Hey, with the natural 4, it's gonna be a 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
as you just kind of shove this nasty-looking creature to the side. It backs up into the pool.
Oh.
Looks like it's going to go after you again. This one...
multi-attack.
Oh, 2 attacks.
It's
huh?
not a multi-attack. It is not a multi-attack. I'm talking about
Okay.
this one here.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Is going to go after Redrick with a bite. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
That will not hit.
Yeah, these creatures, even though very ugly and gross looking, they are very slow. They're moving at this slow, like, pace as they drag limbs and walk slowly towards you. The one next to you, Egval, the one that has a mouth for an arm or a hand, is going to reach up with that hand and try to bite you. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
That just hits. That's my armor
Just
class.
hits. Okay.
Oh.
Let me see here. That is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you and your
no, not
con save.
again.
Sure.
Yo.
Man, okay. Hold on. Let me think of one thing real quick. So 10's a lot. Is that? I wonder if that's low or if that's high. Fuck, because this is a first amount of damage. I don't know if I want to use. Screw it. Okay, I'm gonna use it now. I'm gonna use. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance to try to reduce that amount if possible. So that's a D12 plus 1. I might as well use it now. 'Cause 10's a lot, guys. Oh shit! I rolled a fucking. That's a total of 13, so that does nothing to me. But I will roll
Does
that
nothing to
Constitution thing.
Yes,
So,
please.
Constitution saving throw. I'll use my ducky die. Don't fail me, ducky die! It kind of failed me. That's a 10 total.
And that is a failure. You are now poisoned.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not
boy.
again.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, my friend.
Sweet Jesus. Is that the only effect this time?
That is the only effect.
Thank
Hey.
Arg, arg, arg.
At least we won't spend the whole fight paralyzed.
God. Only poisoned.
Damn it. Okay.
This thing latches onto you, onto your shoulder. Even though you kind of flex, you don't feel the teeth feel grab too much purchase, but you feel this pulsing, and your arm goes completely numb. And
not
this
good.
one is
That's my
going to
dominant.
attack you as well.
Fuck you.
That is
Sorry.
going to be a 12 to hit.
That just misses.
Just misses. As you kind of just slap this one out of the way, you're kind of dealing with this numbness in your left arm now. That is going to be the end of your turn. Cassis, you are up.
Okay, I do better. I kind of give Ook a
Actually,
nod
sorry,
and-
at the start of your turn, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh lord.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oof. Oh.
Shit. What if the three of us have to make those?
I'm not even gonna burn.
I hate that you said that.
Okay, hang on a second.
You're probably right, and I hate it.
It is wisdom. It said wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
Oh
Okay.
fuck.
Oh,
As you see this thing kind of sauntering up to you, it tries to bite, and you push off, and you look into its eyes. You are now frightened of this creature.
Oh no.
What a.
While you are frightened in this way, you are now restrained as well.
Damn.
So you have a speed of 0. Any attacks against you are at advantage, and your attacks are at disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dex saves.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just shoot at the one that right in front of me at disadvantage anyway. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Don't. No, you screwed me over. I don't like you. Oh, not bad. Even at the 17 and a 13 for a total of 20.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Alright,
You point
looks like-
blank this thing.
And so that is. I already said I rolled it. 1d10 plus 3. Come on, rainbow dice. Fuck you, rainbow dice.
Fuck
it's
you,
only four-
rainbow dice.
What was it?
Only 4 points of
points
piercing damage.
As you see, you rip a shot in this thing, you can see the blistered and rotting flesh just go flying off of it, and it just continues to slowly come at you.
You hear. Ah! And my turn.
Another wisdom saving throw.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mhm.
So has Castus technically had a turn yet?
Yes,
Okay, I'm just checking.
this is his turn.
Okay, wisdom is much better
Oh,
this
okay.
time. It is a 15.
Okay. As you scream out, you still yourself. You are no longer feared.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
You just had to get it out, man. You just
I had to scream it out.
Okay. Next is that everything? You want to do anything else?
Yes,
Sorry.
that is it. I am done.
Okay. It's going to be Ren. And I just need to make sure you are in range of everybody.
I think so, yeah. Or range
You
for
are
what?
indeed. A wisdom saving throw.
Everybody.
God damn it! Okay, let's see.
Sweet Jesus.
The theory is holding true, and I don't like it.
Well, I think it's just these creatures.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a straight 17 plus 1, so 18.
You're fine.
Okay.
Not
Ren's just-
bit by the crippling fear.
Ren's just gonna kind of, hearing Castus scream, she's just gonna kind of shake her head and just, poor little guy. I'm gonna take a shot at the one attacking him.
Oh, little baby back, bitch.
Not
Rude.
that was quite the scream. All right, that is only a 10.
And that is a miss. As you fire,
Okay.
just flies right past it.
All right. And I'm just going to. I see the things at the top too. So.
And they are 30 feet up. Those guys are 30 feet up in the air, by the way.
Okay, good to know. Actually, I'm gonna move there, and bonus action, hide. That will
Red
be
room may still check.
That will be a 25.
I think you're pretty well hidden.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Second. Okay, so next up is Calder.
Tight. I'm stressed. All right, I'm going to run over here to flank homie. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark, eyeing him up and down, sizing up my target.
It is now Hunter's Marked.
And then I'm gonna go to town. That would be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
2 plus 1. 15 points of damage.
Points of damage. As you just you slice down into this thing's arm and it lops it off, and you see it fall on the ground, but it begins to wiggle on the ground. Anything else?
I'll shout up into the tree where the eyes are. You send these creatures to do your fighting for you. Cowards, get down here. And that's it.
Isaiah.
Okay. So I've got this one in front of me. Doesn't look fun, but it's busy with rhetoric. Oh, do I need to make the save?
Yes. Sorry. Start your turn.
Yep. No
Same
problem.
with you, Calder. Sorry, that might actually not
Oh.
happen. Wisdom save. Apologies. At the start of your turn. What is it?
Natural one.
Okay. Well, with that,
Oh.
we're gonna have to rescind that.
Wait,
Roll
hold on,
back.
wait,
Wait,
real
what,
quick,
is,
I
what
have-
happens? Oh, I can't move
So-
towards them?
Cannot move.
Is it
Oh.
all of them? Or is it one that I'm afraid
You're
of?
restrained. It's
You
not
are
because of the
afraid of
frightened.
all of these
Yeah.
creatures.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You are now
So
restrained
I'm restrained.
and
so-
feared.
Okay. And fear.
So
But,
I'll-
okay. So instead of that, then,
Okay.
instead of the melee attack, I'll still do Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
On
which?
yeah, same one, I guess. And since I'm restrained, I'll point to the one that I was going to attack, and say, catchphrase.
Southern roll.
Line.
No, you shouldn't exist. We'll go with that. I'll cast Toll the Dead.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
So that would be a Wisdom saving throw,
Okay,
DC
wisdom
14.
saving throw. It rolled a 14.
Oh.
Ah,
This makes
damn
it
it.
Yeah, I think.
As you see this. Good.
No, yeah.
I don't
was
think
just
there's any
making sure
damage, correct?
It's no
On them?
damage.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So what does it look like when you cast Toll the Dead?
Not shit. I guess didn't work.
No, no.
We'll talk about it when it does work. Passes. I need you to roll me a wisdom save for me. Sorry,
Wisdom-
it was
another
supposed
one?
to be a disadvantage. Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's actually even higher. That is a.
That's fine.
19.
You're fine. All right. At the end of your turn, Calder, another wisdom save at disadvantage this time.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's great. 7.
7. You are still frightened of these creatures.
Oh yeah, I will be the whole fight.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, Isaiah. Wisdom save. Start your
Alright,
turn.
let's see if I can do this. Well, I should. Ooh, that's not so bad. That's a 15 minus 1 is 14.
Not frightened.
Hey,
Yes!
Hey.
Okay. Oh, do I want to help or do I want to hurt?
That's the question.
Fuck it, he's much better at this than I am. I'm gonna walk over to Calder, seeing him shake a little, put a hand on his shoulder, and just be like, "Brother, you can do this better than most I've seen." And I'm gonna cast Heroism on him.
Ooh, what's that do?
A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened
My man.
and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability
Ooh.
modifier at the start of each of its turns,
My man.
which is 3.
Okay, so when my turn rolls, it's on my turn, right?
On your turn, at the start of your turn, you gain 3 temp HP.
Hell yeah.
Oh, jeez. Here, I can put that in the thing just for everyone so they can see. And that is my action. I will be concentrating on that, and I will be like, Ook, take care of him. And I'm going to have Ook try and put a beat down on the guy in front of him.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Oh, I don't think a 9 is going to hit, though.
That'll miss. Azuka just slams into the ground next to him. Still a little rusty. Not quite used to your commands from such a distance, so.
And the other thing I'm going to do is I'll stay there.
Okay. Eggval, your turn.
So to the one that did
Wisdom
not bite
saving
me.
throw.
Oh yes, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, I'll use this one. I trust this one. Ducky! Ducky! You said wisdom, right?
Yep.
Wisdom. That is a 17 total.
17, you're good.
So I'm no longer poisoned?
No, you are poisoned still.
Oh.
This is for the frighten.
Oh! Great! Okay. So
The
to
other
the one that
status
did,
effect.
yeah, the other one. So to this one here, the one that did not bite me, I'm going to look at him and in a language that nobody else except for Atlas can understand. I will say, writhing in pain, with toils and death, you'll be shown mercy with your false breath. And I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Get him.
Hey.
So I'm going to go ahead and
Save
put
us
that in chat so you can see, and I'm going to roll 4d6 of. Well, I guess they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. With a DC of 14.
A 4, he fails.
All right, so let me go ahead and roll 4d6, and yeah, so 4d6, and he on his turn, I believe he has to move his full movement as far away from me as he can.
Dissonant Whispers. It's
Oh
great.
wait, sorry, wait, no, is that it? Oh wait,
Yeah.
did I not go
Yeah.
through? Do you guys see it?
I don't.
It's not posted, but I'm familiar
You
with Dissonant
sent
Whispers.
a message with nothing in it.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's pretty,
Yeah, it's
pretty straightforward spell.
yeah.
There we go.
Good.
You're good.
Okay, cool. So let me go ahead. Do I have 26? I should have 26. 1, 2, 3. It's always the 4th one.
David, I saw you talking, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to
There
mute.
you go.
It immediately uses its reaction to move as far away as possible, which is a big thing.
Yes.
So get out of here. And it takes 5, 7, 9. That was 3. So it takes 12 points of psychic damage. And
12
reaction moves
points.
as far away as it can.
You see it. Give out this horrifying
My
scream
God.
as its hands kind of reach up to its ears and its head shakes and it's going to turn and move away from you.
Okay. So that was my action.
You can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Oh, I certainly will. I'll pull out my long sword and with that momentum just immediately go up for a swipe. It's at disadvantage because I'm poisoned. Sucks.
Sure.
So, boy, okay. So first roll was an 8. Second roll was a 15. So I'll take the 8. That would be two-handed. So 8 plus 5 is a 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Hell yeah! So that's where is that? That's a 12. There's my 10. D10. That's an 8 plus 3. That's an 11 points of slashing damage as well.
11 points of slashing damage as it turns and kind of slowly moves away from you with its hands holding its ears. You just give it a big slice to its back, and you just see this large slice of skin fall off its body and into the water, kind of exposing gore from its back.
Begone, creature. And I don't really have anything else for my bonus action, so I'm just gonna kind of be ready for the one that's still next to me.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Is the things in the trees' turn?
Oh.
Okay. Calder, as you yell at these things, they all begin to cackle. You see them almost bouncing up and down in the tree itself. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Who
This
asked
is
for
not
it?
fear-based, right?
This is not fear-based.
Oh, that's worse.
Well, 7.
7.
Ugh.
You
Oh, I have a bad feeling.
fail.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so all of a sudden, as they begin to laugh, you begin to... and you begin to laugh uncontrollably.
They hit me with Tasha's.
They hit you with Tasha's. You are now prone
Very good.
and incapacitated.
Fantastic.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, or whenever you take damage, you can repeat the saving throw.
Okay.
At advantage, if you were hit by damage. Okay? But
Okay.
right now, you're prone and incapacitated.
Ooh.
At that point, the cackling stops almost instantly, and you see from the trees these two orange lights. They get brighter and
No.
brighter and brighter, and
No.
you see two orange flashes of fire come from the trees. One is going to be against you, Castus.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll just breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief.
That's going to be a natural 20.
Oh, no.
Maybe not.
no.
Fuck.
What'd you do?
Fine.
Be gentle.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Yes.
Hey!
Curse the DM. That's right. Curse his
So
roll.
you are going to take 2 points of fire damage as this bolt of fire hits you, square in the chest. And the other one is going to be at you, Redrick.
Not me. I'm just kidding.
Another natural 20.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
jeez.
One.
Yikes.
One.
Roll
No,
max
10.
damage.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're
DM,
gonna
I think
take
I got a
20,
veto
You're going to
that
take 20
20,
points
yeah.
of fire damage.
Oh, you say you did roll max damage.
I did roll max damage.
Perfect.
You got too greedy.
The duality, yeah.
God damn
You see
it.
one of them kind of nick Cass's shoulder, kind of singeing his shirt, and then the other one just, you look up and it just blasts you in the chest, kind of sending you into a quick stop. That's going to be the end of their turn. It is now yours, Redrick.
I'm just gonna take the blast and then kind of like look down at it, and then like you once again see the smoke kind of like come out.
Wisdom saving
and,
throw.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Oh, right. That.
The worst.
Oh, nat 20 for 21.
You're good. Continues.
Yeah. So yeah, he kind of like looks down and then like kind of like almost laughs himself, a bit like, and then he looks back up. You see the scales kind of just like crawling across his body, and this time you see they kind of trickle down his right arm a little bit, almost like all the way down to the hand as a second claw comes out. And he's gonna enter his rage, and this time he has 2 claws, one on either hand, and he's just gonna yell up at the tree. He's gonna say, "Sloan, we got business," and just kind of this one that's coming at him from the right, he's just gonna like stiff arm it on like the head and just try and push it away with a shove action. So that'll be an
Okay.
athletics check, and you
Yeah.
can make one to resist. I do have advantage on this because I'm raging. Too bad I rolled a 6 and a nat 1 for a total of 11.
This thing rolled an 18.
Oh.
As you try to shove it,
Alright,
it's just, your hand kind of sinks into this rotten
Yeah.
flesh, and you pull it out, and it's just covered in pus and blood.
It's fine. And I will just kind of like start kind of strolling through the water to the bottom of the tree. And just like, get down here, Sloan!
You will take a
Yeah.
attack of opportunity. As this
That
thing
was-
tries to bite out of you. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Only 5 points of piercing damage, but I need you to make a con save.
Alright. That's reduced to 2, right? From
What's that?
raging. 2 from raging, it's not 3. It's rounded
Yes.
down. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then the con save will be a 7.
You are poisoned.
Perfect.
Fucking A.
That was a nat 3, by the way.
Love the rules, boys and girls. Love the rules.
I'm with
Anything
you,
else?
buddy.
That's it.
Okay. Ending Redrick's turn. It is Adlith's turn. Adlith is going to step up just a little bit. Let me pull up her sheet really quickly so I know exactly how this thing works. So, where is it? Where is it? Favored foe. Okay, so she, when you hit a creature with attack roll, you can count on your Mystic Bond. Yes, so that is going to be. She doesn't have Hunter's Mark prepared, so she's going to fire at. We will say the one in front of Egg.
Does she have to make a wisdom save? I shouldn't
She-
have asked. Why did I ask?
She was going to anyway, but yes.
Like +7, I think.
I had to make sure.
Yeah,
well,
should be.
well, maybe.
Well,
Oh yeah, she does.
Well,
She does. Natural 1.
You
Oh.
do not
Oh.
do Kate.
you,
No,
Ren.
roll like Kate. If you're gonna play Adlith, then roll like Kate.
Thank you, Ren. I appreciate that. So she is now fearful of these creatures. So instead, but she's going to be restrained. But instead of firing at this thing, I think she's going to instead fire at this thing in the tree. Keep closing your sheet. That is definitely going to hit. 18. There's my d8s. Dropped it. Need my other d8s.
watch for the dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she went right for it the second it hit the
Oh,
ground.
with a 1.
Fine.
So this thing is going to take 4 points of damage. And she is going to mark it as her favored foe. Which gives her an extra d4 worth of damage the next time she hits that type of foe. So that is going to be that. And then Othir, or Puppy, is going to run up. Get his little character sheet pulled up here. And he's going to make a melee attack. Natural 20.
Eee. That's better.
And I rolled a
Good.
6.
Boy.
Nice.
Nice.
It's going to be 12 points of damage. This thing, as you see Othir just sink its teeth into this dying flesh of this creature. And that is going to be the end of Adler's turn. Back to the top. It's these creatures' turn. Starting with this one over here. Cassis, this thing is still going to attack you.
Head touch.
Still trying to get in the way.
Okay, so disadvantage.
It can only do that once though. If it's got a second attack, it's
Right.
normal.
So that is only going to be an 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
As you see the large mechanical gorilla next to you slammed into the water, kind of sending it splashing before, picks his hands up and boom, smashes it out of the way just as it's going to bite you. Okay. We'll start with this one. As it sees the closest threat to it is going to be Isaiah.
No, that's fair.
You. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
Oh, son of a... stupid heroism. Nope, I can't shield. That hits.
Okay, so that is going to be 10 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make me a con save.
I need to make 2 of them, actually.
2 of them, yes, for concentration.
Is shield concentration?
No, the heroism is.
Oh, yeah. I
If
thought you
cast
said you
it
couldn't
without a
shield.
concentration?
I can't shield it, so it hits. Because if I had a spell slot, I could cast the spell shield
Oh.
I see.
Got
and block it. Because my AC is 14. That was a 20 on the con save to resist the poison,
You're good.
and I'm sorry, there was a natural 20, so a 22, and a 15 plus 2, so that's a 17 on concentration.
You're
So
good.
heroism is still up.
Yep, hers
Not that
is
I'm
still
gonna
up.
get to do anything.
You're laughing.
Okay,
That's
I'm
This
glad
one
you're
here.
laughing.
going to lash out at you, Egg. Natural 20.
Fudge.
Oh.
roll like that for Adlith. Come on.
Right? You're
should've
stealing
saved that
Kate's
stone
luck and
during-
applying it to your own things.
Your own machinations.
Not right.
10 points of
What?
piercing damage.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
And you are already poisoned, so you do not need to give me another wisdom or a con save. And this one is gonna lumber up to you, Redrick. That is gonna be an 8 to hit. That'll
And
miss you.
misses.
As you just hold it at bay, the slow moving creature. That's going to be the end of their turn. Cassis, at the beginning of your turn,
Okay.
wisdom
He
save.
looks at. Oops. Oh, you gotta keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet as long as they're alive, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. I don't think. Oh wait, actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna operation die. Okay. That's a 16.
16. You're good.
Okay.
Standing tall, Cassis.
Give Ook a pat on the back, saying thank you as I move away. Try to move away. And I'm going to fire at the one who's been attacking me. So I'm going to use a grit. So
It will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, I figured.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That is my AC.
Alright, so it's going to bite at you. As you kind of run, it snags your arm.
Ah.
Oof. I'm so sorry about this, guys.
Oh,
That is
God.
going to
Don't
be
say that.
13 points of piercing damage.
Fuck a duck. Okay.
And I need you to make me a constitution saving throw.
Okay. Now first, let me take my ouch damage. Saving. Con saving. Not bad with con. Let's see. That's a 13.
13 just saves.
Oh,
We're
thank
good.
God. Okay. So I'm going to attack with a grit. So come on, hit hard. Ooh, that's good. 23.
23, that'll hit.
All right, so it's 2d10 plus 3. Okay, that's not bad. 14 points of piercing damage.
14 points.
Nice.
You shoot this thing square in the chest. And at that, I think Adlith is going to imbue your weapon. So you get to make an extra d6. Go ahead and roll an extra d6 worth of fire damage.
D6 fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. 5 points.
Hell
An extra
yeah.
5 points. As you see your bullet once again light up, it smacks this thing square in the chest, leaving a burning hole. You can see almost straight through it. It just continues to attack.
Gross. Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to second wind because that can hurt. So that's 1d10 plus 3. Roll well. Okay, that's 8 points. I heal back because I kind of gather myself and just kind of bite through the pain. And that is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. It is now Ren. Calder, you're up
Wisdom
next.
save.
Wisdom saving throw, yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. That I hope good. 14.
14.
14.
You make it.
Okay, cool. All right, I fucking hate these things. So, which one of them looks the roughest?
Over the one that Calder was shooting at?
So that was the one right
This
in
one.
front of Ook? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I will, actually, before I do that, mind speaking is no action required. So to the tree person, the tree person does not look like these things, right? The
Does
tree
not.
person is a tree. Okay.
It's completely made of wood.
Okay, so to the tree person, I'm just gonna say, can you hear me? Are you alive?
Doesn't seem like you have a connection.
Interesting. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take my shot at the one in front of Ook. Come on. Fuck me. That is an 11.
That will is unfortunately.
Fuck. All right. And bonus action, hide.
Alright.
Bye.
21.
21?
Can't hit shit, but I can
21.
hide.
Alrighty. You are definitely hidden.
Cool.
Calder, you are up.
Cool. So I get 3 temporary hit points.
3 10 pin points.
Cool.
You're
And then-
incapacitated,
Yes.
so it's pretty
I
much the end of
save.
your turn. So I just need another wisdom save from you.
Oh yeah. 19.
19. You. Your You're on the ground.
That's the end of my turn, right?
That is the end of your turn.
Yeah, you just the laughing cuts off suddenly, and you hear that angry sigh. That's me.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, Isaiah and Egg, you're up after him.
Come on, friends. Real quick. Adlith shot one of the things in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any noticeable reaction from the folks on the ground? As if there was some sort of link?
Too hard to tell amidst the chaos.
There.
What
All
you
right,
did
friends.
here, even from down here, and
30 feet up, 25 feet away. No, I can't. Well, first is the wisdom save, actually. Let's see if I have
Yes, sir.
disadvantage anyway. Oh. Yeah, that's a 7.
7. You are afraid by the crippling fear of these things.
Damn.
You are now restrained as well.
Oh, yeah. So I can't move. Come on. You gotta get back up and you gotta do something about these. Yes! And he's gonna throw his hammer as hard as he can up into the tree to the closest one of those guys.
Okay.
Disadvantage. But he's pretty good at that. Oh! The lowest is a 15.
15 just hits.
Yes!
Yes.
It's not a lot, but it's something. No, I don't want to use this one. Nice. 3 and 4, so that's 7 damage.
7 damage. You, like Thor, here, and from the top of the tree, you see this thing fall. You see it splash, and in the pool, floating, you see this small creature, probably no taller than 3 feet tall. These large little wings kind of floating next to it. These horns that kind of curl down and stick out in front of its jagged teeth. The eyes go black. The coloration of the skin is red with these darkened brownish looking scales. This thing is menacing.
These aren't
Fucking-
imps, right?
They're
Fucking
not
him.
imps.
Okay.
Isaiah
Another-
pulls on the little string of lightning that connects his hand to the hammer and grabs it back and says, Buddy, put it down. Put it down as quick as you can. And Ook is going to try and do another smash.
Fucking hammer time.
Rolling off bib. There we go. 9 and 5 is 14 to hit the abomination in front of him.
Okay, a 14?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Nice. 5 and 2 is 7 damage.
All right,
7
7
force, I think it
damage.
is. Yep.
Another mighty slam by Ook. You see him snap this thing's leg. It's just hobbling towards Ook at this point.
And that'll be the end of my turn, so another wisdom.
Yes. At disadvantage.
Oh, no, that's a 5. I'm still
You're
afraid.
still frightened. And restrained. Okay. Egg?
I
And
don't
the
need to make
khakis
any.
were after him.
I don't need to make any wisdom throws, right?
You do.
'Cause I do.
You do.
Though I'm just poisoned.
You need to make a wisdom save throw.
Wild. Okay. Where'd Ducky die? You didn't fail me before? You didn't fail me this time? So wisdom save, that's an 18 total.
You're good.
Ducks are the way to go. Okay. So having to see Puppy kind of come up, I'm just gonna. Does Puppy technically count as a friendly, which then counts as flanking?
I'll say so. For now,
Awesome.
till I decide otherwise.
Okay, sounds
Fair enough.
good. So, Well, I mean, since the other one is now on Redrick, kind of sorry, kind of really.
Kind of my fault.
Yeah. I'm gonna two-handed big ol' slash against the guy between me and the little puppers.
Okay.
So the battle die. It hit a cough drop. Oh, the cough drop failed me. The cough drop screwed me. That's a 11 to hit.
11. It misses. As this
Fuck
thing
the
is just
cough drop.
getting whirled around by Othir, kind of latched onto it. You swing out with your greatsword and just hit the ground next to it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Fuck. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word. And I'm gonna yell out in a language that nobody except for Adlith understands. It's not much. Hope it helps. Please. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word at first level. So you will get D4 plus spell casting ability modifier.
On who?
Hey, who are you casting it on?
Oh, I'm sorry, on Redrick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's plus 1. I just said it. So I'm gonna use. I like this die. Ducky die has been pretty good. Ducky die was shitty that time, so that Redrick will heal 5 points of damage.
Nice. It's big for me.
Making progress.
else?
And no, I will stay where I am.
Okay. It's the cackler's turn. This one fell and smashed into the wall, and you hear the other ones. And you see 2 more little lights of fire. One's going to be towards Castus.
Oh.
That is going to be a 14.
That just hits.
You're going to take 6 points of fire damage
Ow! Damn it!
as your beam of fire slams into you.
Ow!
This one is going to fire at Adlith. Yeah, 17 plus 3, that's definitely going to hit. She will take 7 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay. As Cassus, you hear, or you say, "Ow!" Regic from above you, you hear, "Ow!" As this thing perfectly mimics Cassus's wince and pain. And then you hear,
Dick.
"That's going to be the end of their turn. It is now your turn, Redrick. Wisdom saving throw."
Of course. 18 plus 1, 19.
You're good.
All right. I'll kind of just look down at the thing that landed next to me, just like, the fuck? Turn around and just try and take both claws and just like slash it right down this thing's chest, I guess. And I'm gonna make these recklessly to cancel out the disadvantage, which is a thing I forgot I could do until this exact moment. Would have been very useful last session. But so I will roll I get to make 2 attacks with the claws because that's our special thing. So the first one is going to be a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
That hits. All right. For how much damage? It's been a while since I did damage. 9 damage.
9 points. Okay.
All right, and then the next one, as the other hand comes down with it, is 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yes. And attacks against me will have advantage until my next turn.
So as you, these two mighty slashes, you can just see globs of this rotten, pussy-filled flesh just falling into the water around you, and you can just see this exposed purple-like muscle and bone from as you were just ripping this thing apart. Doesn't really secrete much blood, other than it's just pus and just gore as you're ripping the skin off of this
Just like,
creature.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is looking pretty rough. Anything else?
That's it.
It'll be Adla's turn then. These guys are her favorite foe, so I think she's going to move up just to there, and she's going to fire at this one here. Uh, 5 plus 7 is 12. That'll miss. So as she fires, you see the arrow smack into the tree branches. Misses. Puppy is going to jump up and attack this thing here. And that will miss as well with an 8.
At advantage? Flanking?
Even worse.
Damn.
6. You see it, he's trying its best, but this thing is slowly just... it's almost as Oathir kind of grips onto it to try to do damage. The flesh itself is just, like, falling off. You just don't see it, like, doing much to hurt this thing. That is going to be Adla's turn. Back to the top. So these monstrosities, and then Cassis is up next. So this thing is actually going to move away from Ook. So if you want to use its reaction,
He's definitely go. Oh, nice. 18 plus 5.
Is that it?
4. Only 5 damage.
5 damage.
It's dead. It's squished. It's gone.
It is not. It's this thing. You see Ook just slam into its back. It's now dragging its leg behind it, and its arms like dragging on the ground. And as it gets closer to you, Isaiah, it's going to try to latch its teeth onto you. It's going to be at advantage.
Nice knowing you guys.
Oh.
Let me make sure that hits. A 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Don't worry. At least I don't have to roll a concentration check.
So that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Isaiah is down.
Yikes.
Oh
Fuck,
so
man.
squishy.
Yep.
Okay.
Do not roll poorly on your HP on level up. It does not go well. Oh, and Calder no longer has temp HP.
Or is immune to frighten.
The temporary hit points go away when you drop concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Got that potion run?
Yep.
Jesus.
And as this thing bites into you, you go unconscious. You are now filled with poison as well.
That's fair.
Next, this thing is going to attack you, Calder, while it's on the
Cool.
ground.
Love it.
While you are on the ground. A 16 plus 4 is a 20 to hit.
That'll do. Bless you.
Thank you.
11 points of piercing damage.
Dear God. Alright.
Alright, and a constitution saving throw for me.
17.
17, you are good. You are not struck by the poison. It's going to be end of that one's turn. Over to this one. It's going to attack you, Egg. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
That hits.
I rolled shitty on the damage. It is only going to be 4 points of piercing damage.
Sounds good.
And a con save.
But I'm already poisoned.
True, you are already poisoned. Sorry.
No.
And the Redrick. This is an advantage, correct?
Yes.
So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 reduced to half, so 4 points of piercing damage to you.
All right.
And you're already poisoned as well.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to end their turn. Cassis, you are up.
All right, wisdom save.
Ren, you're on deck. Yes, please.
Okay, come on. Oh, nope, that's
You and your dice.
Oh, there it goes.
Wow. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's a 18.
18, you're good.
Okay, I'm going to put some distance. Oh shit, where'd you go? I'm going to put some distance between us, so I'm moving back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have a 60-foot range. I am shooting at the thing that's accosting my friend. Okay, I am going to roll a.
Which one? This one? Or this one?
Yes, that one right there. The one that I've been fighting the entire time.
Yes.
All right, that is as 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Come on, that is 10 plus. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. You kind of run back and you whirl around, and as you point your pistol, you see the bullet connect with this thing's head, kind of sending this rotten brain matter flowing into the air as it just falls to the ground.
Fine.
Yes! Do I regain a grit? My grit.
Do you?
Well, it's to your discretion if I roll a nat 20 or if I kill a creature that is considered a threat. That's to your discretion.
You do.
Okay, cool. All right, action surge. All right, so I'm going to fire again. I'm aiming towards this one here and spending a grit for a violent shot. That is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, so that's 2d10 plus 3. Ooh! I'm happy with that. 15 points of piercing damage as I fire.
15 points. This bullet impacts this thing in the chest, and another hole left in this thing. You see the exit wound of this thing just.
Well, that's action, bonus action, action surge. I give it the finger, and I end my turn.
Okay. Ren, Calder, you're up
Right.
next.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a fail. That's a 7.
Actually.
Huh?
Yeah. Nope. You're in range.
Okay. Okay.
You are bit by
Um,
the crippling fear of these things.
Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of like, as if I'm starting to move from behind the tree, and I'm just like, can't do it. But I will attempt to shoot the one still threatening Isaiah at disadvantage. No. Okay. I'll try. Okay. So the disadvantage that is, excuse me, that. Sorry, hold. That is 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. And you know what I realized last time is that I was under-rolling my sneak attack by 1d6.
Uh-oh.
So, with
Roll
the
it up.
proper amount this time.
Stacks.
Shit! Okay.
All of us are dropping
Shit.
dice tonight.
It went everywhere. I don't know where they are. I'm just gonna roll this one 3 times. So 5
You're good.
plus
Make us very nervous.
6, 11 plus 4, 15.
15 points of damage.
Nice.
Finally finding purchase on one of these things, you see the arrow just kind of almost get absorbed into this thing as just the feathery part of the arrow is sticking out of it.
Oh, that's gross. And I'm gonna shout to Calder, if you can put it down, I can give him a potion. And then bonus action, hide.
Okay.
22.
Okay, you think you're pretty hidden.
All right.
Alrighty. Calder.
All right. My eyes will flick over to Ren as she says that, and I'll just give a quick nod, and then I'm gonna go in for a big ole
Assuming you
swipe.
stand up first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot I was prone. Yes, please. Do I need to make a wisdom save?
You do.
Okay. Well, I'll just use that roll then,
Sure.
I guess, for that 21.
It works.
Oh my god, I hope my attack is as good. It's not. It's not. It's a.
What is it?
It's, that's a 9.
9. That misses. You kind of. You stab. Doesn't find purchase in this thing.
This is going
Goes right through its
very
abdomen.
well.
Anything else?
God, no, I guess not. I don't think I have anything else I can really do.
Okay. Isaiah, Egg, you're up on deck.
Good luck, buddy.
You got this. Come on.
Ooh, 15. Success.
1 success.
Thank the Lord.
Egg, you're up.
Which one?
Whichever one you want.
Okay. So I happen to see that a fellow party member, the party member, has gone down. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here, my dudes. I feel good about this, so I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna move here.
Hey, an attack of opportunity.
Okay,
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
that does hit.
That is 6 points of piercing damage.
And I fall prone.
God.
That is exactly what I had.
Ugh.
I risked it, and the biscuit has been eaten, my friend. I apologize.
No biscuit to be had.
It's
All good.
No
It's all
biscuit
good.
was there in the first
Yeah.
place. I am sorry.
All
I'll
good.
mute now for my failure.
Shit happens.
You all see as Egg tries to rush towards Isaiah, this thing just and he into the pool. Okay. It is the cackler's turn now. I think they're going to continue to actually this one is gonna fly down into you, Redrick. This one's gonna move over to the branch and is gonna fire to Adlith. Not a firebolt.
Real quick, can I have Ook come over and just act as distraction duty?
Actually, he acts on his on your turn. He would have acted by himself, so he would have ran to the closest thing to you, which would have been here, and go ahead and make an attack on that.
Is it
Alrighty.
smart enough to flank with me?
No,
Damn.
That's okay. History puts itself right. That was a 1.
natural one does not help.
Yep. Okay.
Damn it, Duke.
Okay, so with a natural 19, that is definitely going to hit
Yep.
Adlith.
Oh,
This
no,
one's
that
on
was me.
Adlith.
Never mind.
Only a 1, so she's going to take 1 point of fire damage. And then this one's going to drop down behind you, and Redrick, you turn, you hear as this thing's wings are flapping fiercely, as it has this spiked chain is just whirling, as it's going to smack you up the side of the head with it.
Alright, at advantage.
At advantage, you said.
Yep.
Well, a natural 1, and that is going to be a 14.
Barely misses.
Barely misses. So you see this thing, it impacts your scales and tink! Almost like metal hitting rock, and it just ah! It gives you a growl. Before it starts to cackle again.
Just laugh at it.
That is the end of its turn. It is now yours.
Alright. I don't know. I guess I'll... Oh, I have to do wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Oh, not as good as the past couple. 6 + 1.
7. You are afraid. Bit by
Alright.
this crippling fear that you don't know what it comes from, but it almost wells from the inside your chest. You all of a sudden have to catch your breath as you're just face to face with this creature.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna attack the red thing, the cacklers. The little
Okay.
thing with the mace that came behind me. And I will do these recklessly.
Okay.
Cancel out the disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah. I have disadvantage from multiple things, but I think it still cancels.
Yep, it does.
Alright, so that's gonna be 12 + 3 on the first one, 15.
That'll hit.
Alright, for 6 damage.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
And then second claw as I try to dig my second hand in. It's gonna be a 22.
The 22, that'll hit.
Wow.
And 8 damage.
Wow.
Just
of
kind of
damage.
like pulling chunks out of it.
So as you rip at this little demon-looking thing, the last one, you scrape your claws against it, and as you do, it bursts into flame and just ashes.
Blue.
And now that
flame?
you... No, just red
Okay.
flame. And then you look down to where the other one fell. You see it slowly smoldering. It seems like the water itself is kind of holding this thing almost in its corporeal form. But it is... The things that are unexposed to the water are catching fire as well.
And I'll just like look down at it, just like, you're not fucking Sloan. Turn around and get ready to keep clawing at this guy.
Okay. It is now Adla's turn. Seeing this thing try to fire another firebolt at her, she's going to shoot at it. That was definitely going to hit. A D8. 4, and she gets an additional D4. Okay.
Oh, do I roll to end the fear at the end of my turn?
Yes, disadvantage.
Oh, shit, I should have done that too.
Yes, disadvantage.
That's an
Apologies.
11 from me.
An 11. That
Ugh.
is what you needed. You are no longer feared.
Nice. Sweet.
That was a 4 from me.
You are still afraid of these things, Ren.
Yep.
Silas fires with that. She's going to have Puppy still attack. Where it is? Natural 20.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, Poppy.
This is second. He only rolled a
What's that?
1 on the damage die. Still, though. Alright, that is the end of Adla's turn. It is now these monsters' turn. This one here is going to attack you, Calder.
Cool.
Natural 20.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God. Who has backup characters?
6 points of piercing damage.
6?
6 points.
Wow. Alright.
I've rolled poor on all of these dice. Con save.
8.
8. You are poisoned.
Love it.
All right, here.
I'm sorry, what's the damage type?
That is piercing damage.
Okay.
Let me see if this thing even recognizes. Probably not. Nope. So it is going to go after you, Calder, as it moves over here. As the one just... You feel 2 slimy arms grab you on your back. This thing's going to try to bite at you. Yeah, it's going to hit. A 19 hit.
Yep.
That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You're already poisoned, so I do not need another con save. This one's going to attack you, Redrick. This is an advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 4 is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so 13 points of piercing damage.
Oh, 6.
Reduced
But still.
to 6, yeah. That is going to be the end of their turn. Everyone is pretty much poisoned. Cassis.
All right, I am 50 feet away. Do I still have to make a save?
You do not.
All right. Mentally, I contact Ren. Put some distance between you.
I can't
And
move.
I take my
Can't
turn
move
to
towards them.
reload. That is the end of my turn.
Fuck.
You took your turn to reload. Okay,
Oh,
very well.
rough
You have
times
to
to
do an action
reload.
to reload?
It's an action or an attack to reload. So if I have
Yep.
multiple attacks, I can
Ah.
take
You can
One-
attack
one-
and reload, but yeah.
Fucking
that until I get
fuck.
that. Yeah.
Mhm. Ren, you are currently restrained.
Nightmare.
Yep, I am frightened. So I'm just. Okay, fuck. I'm gonna look at the bow and I'm just like,
Kill something.
I'm gonna look at the bow and I'm gonna drop it. And in my first hand, dagger. Chuck it at the one standing above Isaiah at disadvantage.
So this green, luminescent like dagger appears in your hand. And it's almost as if somebody is like screaming in your mind as you throw it. Like this light.
Oh.
All right, that's 12.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yes! All right, and that is sneak attack. Okay, so 4, 8 plus how much? Plus 4, so 12 points of damage.
12 points. You were attacking this one?
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it.
All right.
As
And-
this dagger impacts, you see almost like this green, I don't want to call it a fire, but it's almost like a light. As this thing impacts, you see it, and it just explodes, causing this thing just to fall apart in pieces. Calder, you are splattered with this pussy gore as this thing just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
I shake my head like a person in a shower commercial.
Run it through the hair.
Anything else,
Yeah.
Ren?
bonus action, offhand, second dagger at this guy.
Go ahead.
Okay. Natural 1.
That'll miss. This one just, you're not really used to throwing these things.
Yeah.
It just goes off into the distance.
That is. Do I roll for frightened?
You do not need to. As that last one exploded, the fear drops from anybody
So-
that is affected by fear.
Did the fear drop at the end of my turn, or did it drop after I killed it?
End of your turn.
Okay.
That was the one doing it,
You're not sure.
but it dropped on all of us.
Anybody that is feared at the end of your turn, you don't no longer fear. You don't have to make a save. Anything else, Ren?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. So, Calder. Isaiah lays on the ground next to you, kind of coughing up his own blood.
Yeah. I'm about to join him. Yeah. So like bleeding profusely from multiple places, having taken a couple of big hits. Calder, kind of holding his great sword in one hand, like shakily drops down to one knee, catching himself with the other, and just sort of places a hand on Isaiah's chest. We still need you. I'm gonna hit you with 5 points of lay on hands.
Right.
Awesome.
You see the same white and black fire emit from your hands, and it doesn't even look like it encases him, but it almost looks like it goes inside him. It's like his body absorbs the flames.
And then I will get back up on my feet. And I'm just gonna move over here to flank this fuck with Othir.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Has Calder been rolling concentration for Hunter's Mark? I just
He
realized.
is not.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll me a couple
To
wisdom
be fair,
saves.
Don't
Yeah,
wanna-
what, like
yeah.
4
Well,
or
Con
something?
To be
saves.
fair, he hasn't hit the one he Hunter's marked, and he got incapacitated by being restrained.
It should
Yeah,
have
it's
been dropped
been, it's
anyway.
been fucked.
Yep.
I
dropped
lost
anyway.
concentration. First roll.
Okay. Isaiah, you are on the ground. You feel this like searing hotness in your chest for a moment. It almost, like you take a drink of something extremely hot as you catch your breath, and then you look around. You see Ook kind of standing over these two rotten corpses.
You're the best thing I've ever made. All right. I stand up. I look around. I see 2 of these things left. And this stupid laughing fucker in a tree.
Question: where is Fennec?
Good question.
Wow, fuck Fennec. Also, other question. Am I supposed to save against a poison? Or no?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm going to step closer, and I'm going to be like, get down here! And again, throw my hammer as hard as I can. And hopefully not.
Get his
miss.
ass.
Let's do. Fuck. The lowest is a 9.
9, that'll miss. This thing just flats his wings, just gets out of the way as the hammer returns to you.
I'll shout out, somebody kill this thing! Ook, go save the others! And he'll run over and... Wait, he's here. Go save the big one. Well, no, go save the little one. And I'll run this way. And then try and lay a smack down on this guy. Is he flanking with Redrick?
He would be.
Yeah, you can do it, boy. 13 plus 5 is 18.
That'll hit.
4. 6 damage.
6 points of damage. Redrick, as you're fighting this this thing, you lash out your claw and you turn to see this massive steel gorilla. And all he does is just clotheslines and splits this thing in two. And it just falls into 2 pieces. Just this rot kind of filling the pool around you.
Give Ook like a nod.
Ook's mouth opens like he's gonna give this big roar, and just nothing comes out because I haven't done that yet.
Anything else?
Nope, that's everything.
All right, Egg.
I'm assuming wisdom saving throw.
You were unconscious, so I need you to make
Death
me a
save.
death save.
Death saving throw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. That's say. What die is worth it? We're in battle. The battle die. Fucking. Okay. Here we go.
The battle die.
Battle die is only for battle, not for death saves, because that was a 6.
Oh no!
That is one failure.
3.
That is one failure.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Good.
Is the cackler's turn. As you throw your hammer, Isaiah, this thing
No.
is going to fire a firebolt back at you. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
God damn it.
Misses.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Nice.
3 points of fire damage.
I'm still alive!
Wow.
Hey.
As he flies down in front of you, cackling. That's going to end its turn. Redrick.
As this one falls, I'll kind of just like and like look over this way, and I will see one enemy and one ally. I'm going to let's see. Let's see what Redrick's gonna do. I gotta make a little wisdom
One
check.
down ally.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one ally I'm talking about. And he's going to just like sprint up and like practically dive like claws first into this guy.
Wolverine
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
There.
Yeah, just so that'll be 2 attacks. Reckless. You cancel out disadvantage. That is a 8 to hit for the first one.
That'll miss.
And then the second one is going to be a nat 20.
That'll hit.
Alright, so that's 2d6. So 10 damage total.
What's the damage? Redrick, as you leap at this thing, go ahead and actually roll me one more d6, please.
Alright.
Double it.
Oh, and double it. 4 more. Oh, for the fire.
As you the first one misses as you kind of are aiming for this thing's just the straight sternum, but the first claw misses. But as you're going through the second claw, you see flames kind of brush up against your hand. You scrape through it and it just catches this thing on fire. It's screaming. It's still alive, but it is definitely hurt.
And I'm just like just like panting next to it. That's my turn though.
Okay, it is Atlas' turn. I think she's going to fire at this thing as it was flying down at you, Isaiah. That's going to definitely hit. 5 plus 3. And as this thing, you kind of brace for an impact, Isaiah. You see this thing whipping this. It just turns into ash and flame as you see parts of it kind of as they're on fire fall into the pool. Atlas arrow kind of floating there now. Othir is going to leap up at this one. He will miss, unfortunately. Okay. Now back to these things' turn. This is actually killed. One left. As he turns towards you, Redrick. As it's on fire. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
3 plus 2 is 5 points of piercing damage.
Whew, getting close.
Reduced to 2.
Yep.
But you are already poisoned, so there's no other effect.
All right, still up.
It is now you, Cassis.
All right, freshly loaded gun. I take aim on dice. On dice. That's 18 plus 25.
That'll hit.
All right, so 1d10 plus 3. Ooh, that's a 13.
13 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh, see, just seeing the awful battleground with Egg on the ground, Isaiah barely breathing. I just kind of take that breath, kind of just go to kind of focus on what Aldous taught me, and I just aim and just fire.
So as you aim and just still your breath, you fire and just hits this thing. And it just catches fire. It just sits there and smolders, the reek of rotting flesh filling all of your noses. The only thing you now hear around you is the trickling of a stream into the pool.
We're gonna stay in initiative order because Eggbolt's still making death saves, or
Immediately when that last thing drops, if we're out of combat,
You're out of
Calder's
combat.
gonna drop down to his knees, just kind of like dropping his sword. It'll kind of like splash at the edge of the pool, and I'll put both hands on Eggball and dump the last 5 points of lay on hands I got. Come on, get back up.
That same searing pain is in your chest for a moment, Egg.
Bad taste.
Immediately looking around for any other threats, the source of the voices. Do I hear anything?
Perception check.
I'll join her in that.
Isaiah, start searching bodies.
Christ.
Find what we
11.
can.
11?
All right.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, come on, skill.
Also looking for any sign of Fennec, though I doubt I'll find any.
Fennec.
17. That's 17.
17. Both of you kind of listen, look. You don't see anything. Like I said, the only thing that you hear is the faint trickle. You smell that reeking, rotting flesh as one of those corpses burns.
Is
We're gonna
everyone
have-
okay?
Not
No.
yet. Let's fix this. I'm gonna have Ook go and start collecting as much of the bodies and ash and whatever he can out of the pool and just move it off to the side. And I'm gonna go and investigate the thing that used to probably be the tree's guardian.
Yeah, Ren will go with you. Kind of
Okay.
cautiously approaching.
I will I'll carefully stand up, and I'll kind of like hobble my way over toward Isaiah. And I will cast Cure Wounds at first level. That was his objective, and he's gonna fucking finish it no matter what.
Calder,
Anyone can
Castus-
say anything, it's not gonna matter.
Cassis wants to actually check out the previous dead bodies, maybe try to find something that would be useful, kind of maybe a potion, something that might heal, something on them
Sure.
that could be useful.
yeah, Calder's
you
gonna
can-
wipe the shit off his sword, just using his sleeve, sheath it, and he's gonna go help cast a search bodies.
Okay.
Yes,
So
you-
investigation checks.
15.
Isaiah,
Can
you
I
hold.
give him advantage?
Sure.
Isaiah, you heal a total of 10 hit points.
Oh,
15.
that is beautiful.
15.
15.
What was
Isaiah
everyone
is
else
running-
doing?
You guys kind of see Redrick like almost like like almost like fight to like calm himself down a bit. Just based
Within
on
your mind, you hear a voice, Redrick.
Calm yourself, boy. Do not let it consume you.
do I recognize this voice as
It's Othir's voice.
okay? That's what I assumed. Yeah, and you see him kind of like almost like fight and like struggle, but it's like. Then he'll reach under his vest like after he catches himself and be like, I have a potion. Anybody need it? Who's hurt?
Yeah, same. I have another.
Save him.
Okay.
I'll be okay. And I'm just gonna plop down in like the middle of the pool and just kind of sit there for a while.
You just see like every once in a while, just like random guck from one of these bodies just floats past you, like brushes up against you, Egg.
I say, if it touches me, I'm just gonna kind of like swat at it and make it just go away.
It's that in the pool thing when you see a bug when you're in the pool, you're kind of like, go away.
No, don't crawl on me, please.
Isaiah or not Isaiah, but Calder and Cassis, as you begin to search around these bodies for any sign of recognition or anything, you don't find anything. The clothes they wore rotted away with them as they transformed. There's no remains of any of their equipment, except for the steel that housed their weapons. So you see like parts of blades and things that kind of sit where they transformed. But any cloth and clothing that they wore, leather, it's all gone. And all you see is this, and as you kind of like begin to move them, just clumps of flesh and muscle fall off, and it's like almost just falls into your hand as you move, and then grab on the bone. Sometimes you're like, ugh.
Fucking disgusting.
Fall off the bone. It's nice and tender.
I'll get up and
Oh.
head over to the tree.
Yeah, Ren and Isaiah were approaching the tree, and as Ren joins Isaiah, she's just gonna whisper, "I tried to talk to it. I don't know if they're alive." But
Well.
she's moving forward.
Sometimes these things live as long as the tree does and just need time. But maybe they apparently had no trouble with a forest full of gnomes. They should be easy. This should have been easier. But we're gonna check it out, and I think you said something about it being charred. So maybe
Yeah,
see
so
what
as you get
happens.
closer to this thing, you can see it is not made of the same black wood the tree is. It is this very like deep oak, the coloration of this thing. Like I said, now you get closer, you can see that there's moss and vines that kind of grow on it. Some fungi and mushroom that kind of grow on some of the shoulders. This thing looks humanoid, except for the two holes that it has for eyes. No mouth. Like I said, as you get closer, the hand itself looks like it's sprouted into a shield. At the end of a hand is just like this wooden shield, almost like that arm that transformed into a mouth egg. This thing looks like it had transformed into a shield. The right side, where the other arm may be, is completely gone. Charred. There's this big black mark that runs from the right side of this thing's leg up the side of its body, and its right arm is missing as it just lays there against the tree. At this point, Adlith is going to walk up to it, and she kind of kneels down. She says, "Mr. Tree? Hello?" And you wait a little bit, and I think it's dead.
Yeah,
Is it?
took a pretty bad hit.
Oh, that. Is it? Adla, do you know what this thing is? Is it like a tree or like a person?
I've seen these things before. We call them guardians. At least that's what Lillian called them. Protect the wood.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm not. My tree climbing days are well past me. Does somebody want to go check out what they were doing up there?
Yeah, I can.
Calder
At
was
least,
fine.
at least two people.
Ren will be
Do
up.
it. I'll give it a shot. I'll just kind of stand myself up.
Yeah.
And,
Claw comes out.
he's gonna try and lead Atlet away from the Guardian so that he can go back and take the shield for himself.
Okay. You begin to use your tools to snip away the branches that kind of hold it and remove it from its hands. It's gonna take you a little bit, but you can definitely do so. So what were you guys doing?
Ren's gonna climb the tree and just look around.
I'm gonna try and join her.
Okay. I need you both, as you go to approach the tree, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting.
Mm.
8.
What is that? Oh, fuck. 5.
Okay. As you both go to touch it, a flash of flame in your mind is all you hear for a brief moment.
What did it
You
say?
want to repeat that?
It didn't say anything. It was like a roar almost. For a brief second, it was. And you come off. Ah! Both of you take 7 points of psychic damage.
That's gonna put me down.
Damn.
Yep, that's gonna put me down.
Imagine you saw a roaring fire for a brief moment, and a roar for a brief moment, like a flash. And that was it.
Well, I fall unconscious at that. Just kind
Cool.
of grab my head and fall over in the water, I guess.
Yeah. Ren will cry out and drop to her knees, clutching her head.
Shit.
I'll
I
run up.
guess.
I'll just pull Redrick out of the water. and
Face
hold him
down
up,
in the water.
Somebody's got to do something. I'm tapped.
He's got a potion.
Yeah,
He's got a potion. Just take it out of his back. Put it down.
Stop. What is it? I guess I'll kind of stand up and just sort of just take a couple steps forward. I reach into my bag and grab just some percussions and just open his mouth and just sort of force him to chew a little bit. And I will cast Cure Wounds at first level or second. Hold on, let me check. I'm sorry. I will cast my last spell. Cure Wounds at second level. So that's, what is it? It's 2d8. Uh, 5 plus 2 plus 4. So that's 11 points of healing for you. 5, 6, 7 plus 4. Yeah, that's 11 points of healing.
Ren's gonna take her healing potion out of her pack after a second. She takes a minute to shake her head, and she's gonna take the healing potion. She's gonna hand it to Calder and say, "Just in case, I'm gonna try something."
Oh, don't. Please.
Yes.
For the love
I'm
of all
gonna-
gods, don't touch the fucking tree again.
I'm
Yeah,
trying. I'm
no.
not gonna touch it.
I don't think that's a great idea.
No, I'm not
no.
touching anything. You guys can't stop
No.
me. This is mental. I am attempting to make a psychic connection to the tree.
I was going to offer guidance, but go ahead.
Well,
So you're just trying to make a mental connection to the tree?
yeah, I'm just trying to make a mental connection to the tree.
Okay.
I will throw my other end of my mental connection, probably at Calder.
Okay.
And to the tree, I just say, "We're not here to hurt you. If you can hear me."
Are you doing the creature or the actual tree?
The actual tree this time.
Okay. So roll me a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
14.
As you reach out, you close your eyes and you say these words. You feel a force, almost as if something just smacked you straight in the face. You couldn't make a connection. Something was blocking you from making it.
Estes is going to walk up to the tree, sing, just.
Don't touch it!
Don't touch it.
Don't. Big
It hurt
mistake.
really bad,
Yep.
and it doesn't want to talk to me.
Keep those damned fingers off the tree.
There's nothing up
Alright,
there anyway.
alright.
Medic, where the hell are you? Where'd you go?
Finnick. Oh, Finnick.
Wait. No response.
Cowardly little shit. And I hand the potion back to Ren.
Take it.
When did we lose sight of him?
At the very
I
beginning.
think
When we all
the
started
start
almost
of our-
dying.
Yeah.
So we saw him coming up the hill, up to the pond, pool,
Saw the
whatever.
tree.
Yep.
Yeah, he saw the tree. It upset him really bad.
Maybe he went back to get the grain braids or something.
Maybe.
That would mean that we're fucked out here, huh?
Huh?
No guide?
Ops. We don't need that.
Well, I could get us back.
Yeah.
Atlas says.
Yeah. Plus, you just walk west far enough and you'll eventually get out of here.
Could be fine.
Atlas,
Um,
can you see if there's like any tracks? Was there anybody else here?
Ooh.
I heard names.
Yeah, I can look. She's gonna go look.
I guess I'm gonna kind of say to toward Redwood's direction. Did you hear Sloan?
I fucking heard it.
I rolled a
Sounds
12.
familiar.
I can't find anything.
That's okay. There's been a lot of fighting.
You think they were repeating things that they'd heard?
Oh,
Like
you're
maybe
right.
that was a
They
conversation
mimic.
that had been had before we
they-
got here.
They mimicked me, so
they were just left behind. They weren't the actual things.
Yeah, somebody complained about their men being killed.
Has anyone ever
Which-
heard of the Black
There are
Gate?
bodies that attacked us.
Has anybody heard of the Black Gate?
Have we?
have we?
Anyone proficient in history or
Yeah.
Arcana?
Oh, no.
Well, let me see. I don't know. Maybe
I'm gonna take a second to slow my breathing and
that's a no for
concentrate
me.
and guide myself.
Any life experience in anyone that might matter?
Oh shit!
Does Ophir know?
I got an 11 to recall information about this.
You've never heard of a Black Gate that were out here before.
Sounds pretty fucking bad.
They said
And
he
he
will
would-
come and rule us.
Which sounds a lot worse.
Yeah.
He will once again come to rule. So he was here. We are the spark that will light the. This is sounding an awful lot like some of that blue flame bullshit.
There was a time limit. They said the time draws near or something like that. So maybe we can still stop them.
But this was the
I don't
last
even know
Doing
Thanks.
what?
I don't
Madrid?
know.
Are you still sticking to the Sloan owes me money story?
Yeah, I think that's pretty fucking played out at this point.
One wanted to ask what you know of Sloan.
Last I checked in on Sloan, he was literally just a fucking merchant out in Elbador selling shit. I have no idea how the fuck he's tied up in this.
Insight
Well,
check.
wait. Well,
Insight
once
check.
so,
Big one.
but then how
God
do you
damn
know
it.
why he worked? Not inside checking, just asking.
8.
Inside.
You roll higher than me?
Well, I mean, I did roll higher, but that is
Alright.
I guess I can just say he's being genuine. Like, I don't know. That's the last he heard of Sloan.
But why merchants so important? Seems weird.
Well, what I said earlier when I was talking with you, Calder, wasn't exactly a lie. Basically owes me money, except he owes the people I work for money.
Who are the people you work for?
Thieves go out in Arabar.
Named.
Not the Five Blades, but they don't like throwing their name around.
How about you throw their name around just this once? I think maybe it's time for a little mutual trust.
They know my family and who they are. I am not putting that shit at risk. I don't care. I've known you all for a week. Their name gets out, they're fucked.
They said,
Apologies, but it's how it's gonna be.
and they
Wait,
just said
but
he was a merchant, owed them money.
Yeah, fuck ton of money too.
wait, but how does you telling name have them get messed up? We don't know them probably, so why would that be problematic?
Whoa.
It, you know their
We
name,
won't
you
do
go
nothing.
looking for them. Their name gets out, they're more public. Everyone knows about them. The guards get on them. They just, I don't know, man. I just do the fucking job.
Oh,
You
we have no
don't
reason to go looking for him.
Right.
and
We just want to
even
know what kind of fucked up shit we're mixed up in here.
even then you don't trust us, though we've helped you how many times?
There is too much on the line. for me to
Yeah,
share
our
this.
I
fucking
get it.
lives.
If it happens to be connected, why not help? You've
Redrick,
better insight.
there's a lot of blood that's been spilled in the last few days. I point at Isaiah and Castus and Ren and myself and Egg and Adleth. Damn near every one of us has almost died repeatedly. If this one bit of information can maybe help us avoid that, don't you think it's important?
I mean, what if connected with what happened back in town? Could be bigger than you think.
We
Listen,
got so many
Might be with
questions
bad
and no
guys.
answers.
Guys, Redrick's our friend. If he doesn't want to tell us, he doesn't have to.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Okay, well, let's think. Okay, so sorry to kind of dogpile on you, Redrick. Snow says he knows where Sloan is. That could still be true. We get back to Snow, we give him his shit. He tells us where Sloan is, and that's at least some sort of guidance to get us to where we need to go.
one
Now,
thing I will
Wait.
say: these people I work for, I have never seen them involved in shit like this before. Usually trades, fucking black market deals, that kind of shit. Nothing to do with magic trees and fucking forests. This is a first for me.
Well, if they're collecting powerful artifacts, that could be a black market deal of the highest order.
Right?
no, but they're not selling these.
I don't.
But they
think
called in
I-
the Five Blades for protection. And Snow sent us out here looking for this, probably knowing they were out there. So was he looking to kill us or kill them?
Good fucking
Or
question.
just get the water for himself.
I have weird.
Can we
theories.
can we find a spot to rest?
Yeah, I think that's. We've had a long day.
If we make camp, I can make us some food. I promise it'll be good.
That sounds pretty good.
It'll be
That
real
sounds
good.
really good, Egg.
That sounds delicious.
It's been a
Okay.
pretty bad
For some
day.
stew right now.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Oh.
Worms and arm
We-
mouth creatures and flying laughing things. Odd. Really weird. Worse
Very
than town. Weird.
Much
Well, more danger. Well,
Oh,
more directly dangerous. Could I see that? Are we gonna? Do we want to go somewhere, or do we want to maybe clean this spot up and crash here?
Might as well stay here.
Yeah.
Here seems as good a place as any.
I mean, there's water.
Fair enough.
Not sure
Could
I
I
would
see
drink
that? Could I see that vial for a little while? Then the
Yeah,
water we
definitely.
picked up.
Yeah, and I handed it over.
All right. Well, let's see if we can figure out what this does. Oh, I got a bunch of things to do, so you guys rest. I'll keep working. I'm gonna take the shield, and I'm also going to try and use Grandfather and cast Identify on the water.
Just taking some time, working alongside grandfather, begin to weave the magic of the identify spell. Oddly enough, you can tell that this is how do I say this? second.
No worries.
Look something up real quick.
This entire time, Ook is still just like grabbing bits of bodies out of the pool and chucking them off to the side.
Cassis will help with that.
Oh, in your nice
So
new
gross.
boots.
So squishy. Oh.
Oh, and you waded into the water so it got in your
Yeah.
boots. Hopefully, none of the like. Oh,
I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying not to think about it.
Yeah.
I sat in that, so.
somebody needs
So-
to get a level in wizard and prestidigitate it all the way. Yes.
As you investigate this water, it seems like grandfather is struggling to identify the exact properties of it. It's odd because you're used to coming across like mundane items in your work and be able to figure out exactly what things do. You know how things are made and created and how the weaves of magic are put together to create such things. This is almost outside of that realm. There's almost no connection to that. But one thing you do get is the sense of necromancy.
Interesting.
And it seems powerful. It just seems like it's a powerful creation just by you knowing and forging things of a magical type. It just seems like this is it's very powerful.
Oh.
Isaiah, how many times can you do that?
What do you mean?
Kind of you kind of focused on the water. Basically, you've done that with other things before. How often can you do that per day? Like, is it like you know, can
I can always tell. I can always tell how a thing is made. Just takes a little time.
Also, there's one other thing. The vial itself glows with a rune, the very tip of a cork. The rune, you're not too sure what is the origin of it, but it is an abjuration type spell.
He used Did you use identify or detect magic?
Identify.
Do you have like an empty bottle on you? I'm curious about something.
An empty bottle?
Yeah.
No, I don't really carry. I'm not good with glassware yet. I mean,
We popped a
I
potion,
could-
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to. Can I have that?
Sure. I don't know who
Grab it.
someone took it off me, but
I'll take the empty bottle. I'll put it into the water again to fill it up. And can you identify this? I'm wondering if the magic of the pool is still active.
well, no. The first water you took was after the fight and all of that.
And that's what I'm curious about. If the water is now just done. That
was the water I just
identified
checked.
water. Yeah.
No, it's the water that I had taken before the fight. This is water I'm taking after the fight.
Oh yeah, you did take that before the fight.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, why would water change?
Everything
water
changes in time. It's never the same water. That's how it works. You know,
I
it
guess
flows into the pond, sinks into the ground, flows
Guess it's
somewhere
like-
else.
It's like rain or snow or mist.
Yes. It's never the same rain twice. Not exactly.
Weird.
While this is going on, Rin wants to, because she remembers that this is like a sacred place in the forest. She just kind of wants to like pace around the clearing, and then maybe the tree and the stones and just all of it, since we're staying here for the night, and just look for any kind of iconography or like offerings or anything.
Okay. Just give me a general perception or investigation. It's up to you, whichever one you would like.
Investigation.
Isaiah, as you lay this vial, the held the empty healing potion out in front of you, grandfather's eyes that usually glow, light up for a moment, go dull. There are no magical properties to the water that's inside of this vial.
I think the pool is special, not necessarily the water itself. And this other vial that we got from Snow is specifically made to keep it active. So any other vial, it's just going to be water.
Either that or
bloody water.
Or they ruined it, killing the tree.
Yeah, but that happened before we got here.
Isaiah, you do know the glyph, the properties of the glyph are abjuration.
Yeah.
You're not too sure what the spell is, but it seems protective, if that makes any sense. That is on the cork, right? It doesn't seem like it's, I don't know, like, it's hard to tell. Like, the vial itself isn't magical, but when you cast Identify, you saw the root glow, if that makes sense. And you know the kind of properties of it. Ren, what did you... 17?
15.
15. So you take a walk around the grove here, and Adlitz joins you. You don't see any signs of iconography or writing or ruins. It's a very oddly peaceful, even though there was like a battle here. There's like a warmth that washes over you, both of you. As the breeze kind of flows through here, and you can hear your companions talking, but there's something beautiful about like all of the purple leaves and this orange light kind of just shining on them, and all that panic that you felt over the past couple of days kind of almost you just forget about it. It seems it's just very comforting here. It's almost like you were sitting in your bedroom covered up with your heaviest blanket on a cold winter night. There's just something about it.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab one of the purple leaves and just tuck it away for myself and rejoin the group.
Did you, Isaiah, did you share with us, like, what you found?
Yeah.
What if you sensed some kind of necromancy, right, in the vial?
Yes.
What if that's from these undead fucks that were raised?
It
because
is.
Their blood and muck and shit was in the water.
It's possible. The question I have is, they were dead when we showed up. They certainly didn't seem to be anything interesting. And then, plus, I mean, the stories say, zombies or skeletons or ghouls, or they got all these names for those, whatever the hell those things were. They weren't in those books. I don't know that was regular magic.
Who's all poisoned, by the way? Raise your hand.
Hello.
You 4. Okay. As you're all kind of just not to interrupt, but as the heart rate and adrenaline is kind of coming down, you 4 are just there's just a nausea about you. You're almost getting this cold sweat as well. Like you're almost getting a flu.
Is this a disease?
Hard to tell. You can make me a medicine check.
Well, the reason I ask is I'm immune to disease.
It is not a disease.
Okay.
Yeah. Good try.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the
You
water
know
that
it's
did
not.
it, though. Speaking of those crazy fucking undead bullshit. We never knew
What
what
if-
the fuck it was supposed to do. They were
Actually,
guarding it.
Calder,
Yes.
you were the only one. You're still poisoned, but you do not feel the sickness.
Okay.
If that
You're not
clarifies
done
my
with the
answer
sickness.
from the last question you asked.
Okay.
I had to look here. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Are Are we making camp here?
Yeah, let's hurry up and make camp. You guys
Yeah.
don't look great.
Let's.
Okay, I'm gonna make a fire. And I'll start making us some food. I'll just need some rations from some people just to help us out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Here, I've got some.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
got some.
So,
Oh, maybe keep the fire though away from the tree, just in
I'll,
case
I'll
somebody.
oh yeah. I mean, I'll be using some. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'm sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fire starts
Yeah.
here
So then I guess
now.
if we're gonna be camping out here, I'm gonna grab probably at least just to start it. I'm gonna grab some leaves that are off the ground. So there's like a lot of leaves around, and try to grab some like branches and trees, not immediately from the tree, but more of just kind of from like the, I guess more from the trees that are just from the circumference of the grove, and then just kind of set up my usual setup and use my pots to then try to just try to make like enough stew for everybody so at least we can enjoy. And as we're doing so, I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start. I don't really have anything planned, but I'm gonna start humming a more of like a tribal tune that I know that's usually hummed, that I know that my mother would end up having to just once in a while kind of habitually sing as she starts to cook. And I don't know if this is going to be a short or long rest, but I would like to possibly try to do Song of Rest just in case. I don't know what we're going to do. So I'm just going to be humming as I'm starting to set everything up and then start cooking. So kind of like a calming melodic sort of tune just to help everybody just kind of like calm down, relax from the fight that we were in, just to sort of get everybody ready and for, just to sort of chill out for a bit.
Should we keep watches?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I think
I'm
most
good
of the
with
only thing that no, I would have said I think most of the only thing that was gonna attack this place already did, but
There's no reason to take any chances. I feel pretty
I
good.
don't
I
know.
can stay for up first.
I'll
I
take
can
first
do.
with Ren.
Yeah, I'll
And
take second watch.
I'm just gonna lay down over there. I'll wake me
Yeah.
up whenever. Ugh.
I'll have Ook stand and watch too. He doesn't sleep, so just Ook, do what they say as well. Goodbye.
I can do watch with anybody. Doesn't matter.
I'll take second watch if whoever wants to join me.
Sure.
I'll get up early then. Take last.
Anything you guys want to do before camp is completely made? And
I
Once
feel
he
like
gets
shit, so I'm just gonna lay down.
I think everybody feels pretty shitty. We're just like,
Yep.
I know
once
Calder
he gets yeah.
would probably seem kind of angry and frustrated and quiet.
Yeah.
who's taking first watch then?
Me and Calder.
Yes.
Okay. As the rest of you fall asleep, Egg crafts his wonderful tasting stew. Takes some time and does so all of you enjoy it before falling asleep. Those of you that are poisoned, it makes you feel a little bit better, but that nausea kind of kicks in as soon as you finish it. Ugh. Isaiah and Redrick, as you lay to go to bed, almost as if you're in Egg, I guess you're going to bed at this point, as if your bones just hurt to the core, and you begin to shiver with chills, and you wrap yourselves tightly in your bedrolls and just feeling horrible at this point. But the two of you that are taking a watch, give me a perception check.
8.
Ooh, natural 20 for a 23.
Atta girl.
20.
Ooh.
Finnick.
You're Svennik. He just rolls up next to you guys.
Son of a bitch.
Nothing immediately happens. The fire, it is now pitch black. The fire is kind of lighting up the area. You hear the normal sounds of the Chandlewood that you have heard throughout your travels here. The forest really does come alive at night, surprisingly. Nothing at the moment.
Ren will kind of sit down next to Castus and just kind of like draw her knees up to her chest and wrap her arms around her legs and just kind of like rest her head on her knees and stare into the fire for a few. Um,
Next to Castus or me?
oh, sorry, next to Calder. Jeez, please.
Guess is asleep. Yeah.
Leave me alone. Okay.
the difference?
No, next to Calder. Um, and then after a few minutes, she'll just kind of look over at you and be like, "You okay?"
It's been a long fucking day. Some of the things we saw, what happened to the Angie clan. Maybe just a mite too familiar.
Really? I've never seen anything like it. And like there's like a single tear will just kind of like come down and then she'll look away. Like that was pretty upsetting.
I'm sorry you had to see it. Nobody should.
Nobody should. Why?
Nobody should have that put on them.
No. I've kind of been wanting to talk to you. You and Castus actually. I feel like the other day everybody woke up after the water and they were just like happy and rested and like they felt good and
Except for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to make of what I saw. Do you understand what you saw?
Partially. Maybe. I can do things. You've seen some of that.
Yeah.
That's all relatively new. Most of it, at least. I think part of that was maybe me seeing who that comes from or what. That's got a lot of question marks still, though. Pretty unclear.
Yeah.
And the other part of what I saw that felt a lot like being revisited by old sins. Put in my place, I guess. Reminded. Not that I need it. Every time I close my eyes, I see it. But still, I probably deserve the reminders.
You're so nice.
Not. I'm glad you think so. I'm not sure that most people who've met me in my lifetime would agree.
That seems weird to me. Kind of remind me of my big brother.
You miss him?
She kind of like looks away and like her face gets tight, but she nods.
Haven't seen him in a while.
DM, how long has it been since that night?
A month, maybe 2. Not too long.
As long as I've ever gone without seeing him. Both of them, actually.
More than one.
2. You remind me of the older one.
Ah. My sour demeanor, maybe.
No, he's just really nice, and he's always looking out for other people.
Oh. Well. I'm sorry you haven't seen him in a bit. Glad I get maybe if I am able to provide you any comfort in that reminder, then I'm glad I could. If it's a sad reminder, then I'm sorry about that.
You know. Do you have family?
Yes. Parents. Haven't seen them in quite some time.
Just kind of look away for a minute. And then, you don't, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why do you, why do you feel like you deserve to see stuff like this?
Someone who does the things that I've done probably deserves whatever misfortune befalls them. I fight with somewhat reckless abandon because there is a very large part of me that welcomes the punishment. Call it recompense, call it reckoning. And he kind of looks Ren up and down, just trying to gauge I'm not sure you want to hear about it.
You know, I've had a really good life. I was really like protected and sheltered for a lot of it, and I feel like if I hadn't been, then all of this would be a little bit easier.
Maybe. Maybe. But then you would have lost those good years.
Oh,
Nothing
this is
worth holding on to.
it's I think you can have peaceful times without being naive.
Naivete and exposure to horrors and evil like that are two different things. Take it from someone who lost that innocence much too young. Treasure that. Treasure that you had it. Now that you've seen some of the things that you've seen, you're never going to get it back.
It was already gone. You don't have to tell me. It's been a long couple of days.
It has.
But at this point, Ren, you hear an odd sound almost coming from above you. You hear this.
Ooh.
Like the trees are groaning. You look up, and the tree that was in the pool itself seems to be almost leaning in your direction. Its
Oh.
branches kind of reaching towards you.
Not like it's falling, just like it's reaching?
No, it seems like it almost contorted a little bit, and its branches are just looming over all of you.
Is it in like a scary way?
Looming Grove.
That sounds unfortunate.
It's hard to tell.
Can I attempt? I know I didn't make it. It like resisted me before. Can I? I don't have any psionic dice left, but can I attempt to connect with it again with my previous attempt or no?
Go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
That is another 14.
There's no connection. You don't really shunt it out this time. You try, and you just can't form that connection.
Point it out to Calder. Look,
It's almost as if all the branches kind of shifted in one direction, and they're now kind of trying. It almost looks as if they're trying to reach out towards where you all sleep.
Yeah, I don't love that.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
How close to us are the branches?
They're still pretty far away, probably like 40 feet. You moved away, but you can just tell that like the branches of all, as they were all just sporadic, they all seem to have kind of moved towards your firelight, your campsite.
It's almost like it's listening.
Reaching for us. Do you think it's lonely?
Fuck, I mean, 2 days ago I would have said, fuck no, it's a tree, but now, yeah, shit, maybe.
Oh man. I kind of want to say hi to it, but it already kind of fucked me up earlier.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Not sure I could handle another hit.
I guess let's just keep getting some rest and warn the others. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
And Ren will just softly call out in the direction, not like call out, but kind of like a stage whisper towards the tree. If you can hear me, I would like to be friends. But that's it.
Nothing. No response. It doesn't even seem like the branches move in any direction, even with the wind. They seem very stiff, almost as like as you saw them, they stopped. But the rest of you two eventually wake the next two. Who are the next two that were to take a watch?
Me and Egg, but Egg is.
Okay.
There
Just
is-
go ahead
there
and
is.
roll me perception checks, the both of you.
Ooh, gross. Perception at the 10.
I'm gonna trust my mushroom this time. I will do that.
And we did warn them about the tree, of course.
Okay.
Tree. Fan the trees. It's perception, right?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
That is a 17 total for me.
as you all kind of settle into your watch, Egg probably stoking the fire a little bit. It's rather uneventful for both of you.
I'm busy drying my boots because they're all wet and gross.
Covered in ichor.
Oh, gross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Egg. I don't think we've actually sat and talked before.
No, maybe not.
You usually like to spend a lot of time talking to Atlas.
I guess
I
I
noticed
just
you.
know. I just know her more, maybe.
Yeah, how long have you?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. How long have you known her?
I guess TM. How long have I known Adolf? Maybe a couple weeks at most.
Yeah.
Only a
You
couple.
found her relatively close to Elder, maybe a week out of travel that you traveled through the Chonda Wood.
Maybe a week, or 2 weeks at most.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's still nice to travel with somebody, even if it's for that long.
Yeah. Are you okay? I know that after drinking water, rite of passage, you and a couple others seem kind of weird.
Yeah,
How
it's all things I'm still trying to figure out if they're real or not. Because Calder asked me the same thing, and he tried to kind of reassure me that it's all right, or that it's real, or but honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's just it's a strange. It was a strange feeling, especially hearing that the rest of you just woke up like you had the best nap ever, and the rest of us screaming awake. It was a bit jarring in different ways. But I guess if
would
Calder was right, if what he's said that there's if it's true, and I got to do something I never thought I would.
What do you mean?
You know your dad?
Uh, Not really much. He kind of wasn't really able to talk to him much. When I was young, hasn't really been around much for a certain reason. What about you?
No, yeah, actually, that's the thing is that he died before I was born. But if what happened is true, then I actually somehow got to see him. Not really talk to him or do anything like that, but I actually got to physically look at him, and it felt nice to actually see him. I I don't have a whole lot in my life in terms of possessions or anything like that. The growing up wasn't the best. There was kind of a spoken rule to all the kids growing up that stay away from that one. He's uh, he's off limits, and kind of the same thing with my mom. So she didn't take that very well. So I spent a lot of time just on my own. But so it's just having something. I guess it's just knowing something concrete. Not having just if that is my dad, then that's something I can hold on to. As something I actually get to own. I guess that bit of memory.
I don't really remember much of my dad, but um, or father, whichever. But and he holds up his right hand, and you see that he actually has a very ornate bracelet. That maybe it's about 4 or 5 rungs. And throughout the rungs, there are different types of what looks like to be horn, or I guess yeah, technically types of horns. Or was I guess maybe tusks. Different types. Um, this actually matches with my mother. This was originally my father's, but he as far as I was told, had died in battle. So this is really all that I kind of remember him by. But I'm glad you were at least able to see your father. More of a better way of remembering. I'm sorry, the bites from the creatures still kind of make me feel weird.
No,
I don't feel okay.
I understand that, and I understand what you're talking about. And he reaches into his kind of into a pocket under his armor, pulls out a small crest. It's a blue crest with a yellow sun, and in the center is a moon kind of eclipsing over it. It's like, really, this is the only thing I have of my dad. And he kind of holds it out to him.
Looks really pretty. Do you know what it means?
Not a clue. I mean, it was hidden in a drawer one day when I was kind of my friend, my friend, I guess, Zafin. He tells me to go places sometimes, find things like he pulls out the pistol. This isn't the mine actually. It's kind of on loan because mine was taken, but he showed me where to go to find mine, and he told me where to find this. He said I'd find something special in the drawer, and I found this, and so it's kind of the only thing I've ever had of my father before, and so it's kind of nice having two things, I guess now.
I'm sure we can at some point find out what you said crest? What crest means? And it's nice to have things of father. That's a plus, I guess. You know?
Yeah, yeah, and I guess I do know what it is. I don't know. So he kind of flips it over, and there's little pegs on the back of it. This I don't understand, but the symbol itself, I know. I know what it is, what it was. Whatever what it is now, it doesn't really matter. It's gone. But it's just a reminder, and it's nice. No,
So I just want to ask for clarity. When you mean pegs, do you mean like they're
it was
actual like
like there's
I,
little a bizarre series of divots, like it goes attaches to something, but possibly I don't know. He doesn't really know. It has these divots and inserts, like it's supposed to be a part of something else, but he just has no idea. He just found it, and he's just been kind of holding on to it.
could I see crest? Is that okay?
Sure. I'm gonna hands it over.
And so just kind of like look at it or whatever. Though I'm not though I'm not actually proficient in it, could I tell? Would there be any way that I could possibly tell if it connected to armor or if it like connected to something else, DM? Or I'm just not really sure.
Give me an intelligence check. Let's roll a
Okay.
d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay, I use the dragon eye die. That's a 17 total.
So the 17, it's hard to tell exactly what it fits to. It wouldn't fit on a piece of plate armor. It doesn't look like that would be like a crest you affix to a piece of like a pauldron or something like that. It seems like it, like he said, it almost would be a second piece to a puzzle, right? Like it would fit into something. The grooves and the divots, it doesn't look like it would be a piece of armor, no, but it looks like it is definitely either attaches to something else or goes to something, you know.
Doesn't look like armor. Look kind of weird, and I'll just kind of hand it back. But maybe if we figure out what crest is, it might go to something.
Yeah.
Might help you find out more of your father. Maybe it might be a
Well,
good thing.
yeah. From what I've been told, he is a good man in the relative sense, a good friend, terrible father for the sheer fact that he wasn't around. But granted, that's not his fault. At least as far as I know. But
Understand
yeah,
that.
yeah, he's for who he was, from what I've been told, from what I've heard, from who he was a good guy, and I wish I could have actually known him a little bit, but I would.
Well, I can't speak for the rest of the party, but I hope to help you find out more. I mean, I'd like to know more about my dad, but I hope we get to figure out more about yours. Um, where are you from again?
He kind of looks him over and just. I'm actually from Airbar.
Oh, I've heard that name before. That's a place to the west, right? That's further than the town we came from, right?
Yeah, it's a bit further west. Trying to avoid ever going back.
Oh, okay. Was kind of hoping to go to find more recipes, but if it's uncomfortable for you, that's okay.
Well, I mean,
Um,
eh, I can get around fairly easily, unnoticed. As kind of a particular habit I developed unintentionally. But no, I'd be always happy to try to maybe help you find some recipes. There are some great bakeries there and some great restaurants. I their dumpsters always have great food in them, so that's how I know. But yeah, just try and just try to avoid certain areas, and I always try to just avoid certain places. But if maybe we can learn more about your dad too. I mean, was your mom still alive? Can
oh,
she tell you anything about it?
I guess like as like you're talking, he first starts to like kind of like he still understands, but at first he's just like he's kind of like okay, and then as you keep going, he starts to kind of like feel like a little overloaded with a bit of the information. But then when you bring up his mom, his mind kind of like clarifies for a second. Yeah. Well, so mom gave me the utensils I use to cook. So it kind of like motions to like the pot. That's probably he has kind of like off like the side of like the fire. He hasn't really cleaned yet. He'll probably clean in the morning. And a few other things that he kind of like has on himself. And then he'll also bring out the pan flutes that he had brought up before. Um, well, this, and I guess he'll kind of like motion the pan flute. This isn't my mom's, but I kind of made it for her, but haven't really got chance to make to or not make to give give to her yet. So
Well,
um
maybe we can do that when we're done with here.
maybe, but it's further east. Um kind of want to learn more cooking first and then go back. Want to instead of mom teaching me me teach mom, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's kind of nice to know that you have a good relationship with your mom.
is your mom okay?
That is a far longer story, and it's already getting kind of late. Maybe we can.
Yeah, sure. We
Yeah,
can talk later. I know.
yeah.
Kind of getting uh Kind of
Yeah, the
reminded me
sickness and the
stomach.
aches are beginning to wash over you pretty heavily at this point, Egg.
Yeah, you should get some
Probably.
rest. I'll wake up. I'll wake everyone else up.
Okay. I hope we find. Hope. Crest. Hope we find out more. I'm gonna sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Who are the next two to take the watch? Was there a second or third watch? If
Isaiah
not,
was
if not,
and
it's
I
okay.
had taken the last watch, but
I mean, I said wake me up if you feel like it. I don't know if Isaiah wants to wake me up or not.
no, this time
Okay.
he wouldn't.
Fair.
Okay. So Isaiah, you wake up. The fire doesn't even seem to keep you warm. Grandfather, you feel kind of hops on your shoulder. You notice the tree looming over your camp, the same as the rest did.
Probably spends at least a minute being like, but it hurt them, but maybe it's
Perception check.
yeah, that's gonna go. That is a 4.
Okay.
But he in particular didn't want to wake up Frederick because he's gonna sit down and play with his start working on his new shield. But before he does that, he's gonna set up his sketchbook on like a log facing him, so that it's open to 2 blank pages, and take out a marking knife from his pack and do a quick little sketch on either page with it, and then they're gonna resolve into the faces. And on one side, it's a youngish woman, probably mid to late teens, dark skin, really long dark hair, probably the biggest eyes you've ever seen outside of Atlas. On the other page, it's like a Goliath with his arms around a tiny little elf in front of him, with a turtle sitting next to them, looking like it's kind of jokingly arguing with a dragonborn next to that, and they're all smiling, of course. And he's going to spend most of his time working on the shield and talking to the pictures, and like, oh, you guys would find it hilarious. I've been doing nothing. Oh, been down on my ass so many times. Remember that time when, and it goes into long rambling stories, but always facing the picture of 4 people, and only occasionally his eyes stray left, but he doesn't really talk to it much. And what if he finishes the shield and has enough time, he's going to start taking his carving knife or carving chisel and going back to Ook, which is probably why he's distracted, because he's doing all this work and doesn't notice much. But he's going onto the back of Ook and he starts in the upper left shoulder and starts like sectioning out the back, and in each little section he's going to make like blown out exploded view schematics of grandfather and Ook and the hammer he made and everything he's made so far. Do all the schematics so that they're imprinted.
Very cool. Eventually, the sun begins to rise and peeks through these blackened branches of the tree of the Looming Grove, and it kind of shields your eyes as it just hits Ook right, or it kind of like blinds you for a moment. You realize it's probably time to wake the others, and you shake them all awake. It is a chilly morning. Those that are still kind of racked by the poison, everybody but Calder, you are very cold, to the point where you need to put on pretty much a heavy, jacket to even keep warm. I need all 3 of you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
So
I don't.
Including
Not
me,
you.
really-
or
No, not you.
am I
I
still
don't think I-
poisoned?
You are not.
Okay. And do we
I-
get a long rest?
Everything is long rested. Yes.
So I don't think I'd have much of a jacket, but I probably would just be having my having like I guess a sleeping bag, sort of just kind of like wrapped like around me. Just, I guess more of just like a thick blanket. I'd kind of like wake up and still just kind of like have it up and like around me as I help around the camp. And you said
Frederick?
I got a 16.
Okay.
And I've got on as
Isaiah?
many layers as I can find.
I'm sorry, you said wisdom or calm?
God.
On save, Isaiah.
I got a 15.
Okay. And Egg.
19.
Okay, all of you. After the morning's chill kind of passes, Egg whips up breakfast. You all seem to have shaken the poison. It eventually leaves your system after a good breakfast. Begin to take the layers off that you had to put on in the morning.
So none of them look sick anymore?
Nope, they seem to get the color back into their features, some strength back into their muscles and bones. You're feeling
Though
okay.
I guess I just want to state, though I haven't used them before, I probably would have used a little bit of the chilies, just because, like, I know that it felt spicy,
Hot?
though it felt cold. I thought it would kind of, help deal with that.
Give me a
So,
performance check.
okay, sure.
With
Sounds
advantage.
great. Yes. Okay. No, that's not a D20. That's a D6. Where is my ducky die? Oh,
Lucky
that
duck.
I'm not even gonna roll the second. That was a natural 20. So for
It had
Nice.
this breakfast
25.
stew that Egg has made this morning is the perfect amount of spice. It just adds that extra kick and flavor that's like, poof, kind of puts an extra pep in your step.
Clear up your sinuses like that.
As you wake
I
up
guess it's very good.
in the Looming Grove, Ren, you notice the tree seems to have retracted as the light of the morning has come. You all have a decision to make. Where do you go from here? Your task is complete. You got the vial of water that you were sent here for. But you've learned much more. Seem to be having been drug into some sort of conspiracy much larger than any of you thought might have happened.
Well, for me, I think maybe we take this water back to Cade and start asking some fucking questions. Don't
But-
give it to him until we get some fucking answers.
But do we go back where we came from, or a different direction?
Back
Cade
the
is
way
a
we
nobler.
But that's what I mean. Do we head back where we were led, or do we go somewhere else?
I
Do
think
we
go
know
back.
exactly where we are? Atlas,
Atlas?
could you figure out exactly where we are, whether it's and how to get straight to Elbert, or do we just follow the stream back to the halflings?
It would take some time, but if we went back towards the Greenbeard's camp, it's the most direct and quickest route. It's fresh in my memory. If we would have to go around, it might take a while.
Might be safer, and then
Did
they
we
might
have a-
give us some directions.
Did we have a time limit on this contract you signed?
No.
No, he just said, "Go get water. Come back." He didn't say how quickly.
And water and return information.
Yeah.
Right.
If we head back the way we came, we're going to go past all those bodies again.
Probably.
And we can avoid the hill.
But no matter the decision, all of you will kind of wake haunted by the words of these mimicking cacklers of a black gate and a spark to a flame that may spread across these lands. We're going to end our session here tonight in the Looming Grove.
Why don't we just have like 8-hour sessions? It's fine. I'll be tired.
Yeah, right? That'd be
Okay.
great. I'd have to get.
Evan, you've
I'd
got
have-
5 more hours of content ready, right?
Come on, let's
Right.
go.
Leave it.
Right now? All right.
Welcome to the DM life. We have no content ready, and you just win everything.
Fuck yeah! As it
I need
should
2
be.
words: black and gate. There we go. Throw it at him.
Oh man.
Did I hear Tree Man? All right, there we go. That's the session.
All
There's
right.
nothing else.
Yeah, no new followers throughout the stream. But thanks to everyone that was here watching. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without
Thank you.
But yeah, with that, I think we are done. We'll catch you on Saturday for Nights Off.
Nights
A lot
Off.
to discuss, I think.
Yee.
Yes.
So
All
much.
right, everybody. Enjoy the
Well,
rest
everyone
of
has
your
a good
week.
night.
Okay.
Be kind,
Good
be
night.
happy, and happy gaming.